sort of trade with Norbert and
I'm not
know
gonna
that
lie, I
Mir
missed a
isn't going to
bunch
be
of the game
somewhere
already.
close, right? Which would be much more difficult to trade.
But what the fuck is up, niggas?
A nice shot from Patsy onto Norbert. That was a big one. That Norbert, he did a lot of damage with the nade, but just couldn't find any kills.
All right, Liquid running amok. Got a mid take for VP. They're going to send Flit storming up middle. Does recover the spray. Having a lot of close kills come through. VP will take what they can get. 5 on 4. Flit's often given the AWP. He's not afraid of playing it in these positions, but we'll see if James allows it or no. He'll send him packing back to B. Palace smoke in. And a reset on T-spawn. Liquid take the bomb back. Patsy looking for the ladder kill. It doesn't appear.
I don't need friends.
Not this timing.
No.
Liquid have a lot of room in mid.
2 players up through connector, but that bomb's still back over in the apartments here for Team Liquid. So it might have to be a lean back over towards B, or that bomb's gonna have to run it in through under. They've seen the window player. Naf waits to get delivered that kill for free, and he's even gonna follow up. Mir now dead on the catwalk. Liquid have just got to stick the landing here. They're literally winning every single fight. Just don't mess it up now in the 4v2. With this drop through lower, Rainmaker looks to avoid all that messiness in the apartments, and he will have a safe route open for this rotate in with the bomb. Or will? No, he will. He will.
Okay. Okay, we Gucci now.
Nice. If you, where was I going with this?
It's all right. I think for this one,
So
what's important?
I was watching game
like,
1.
how Naf kills
I also watched a
Norbert,
bit of game 1 from
right? Like,
Land
that tells
Vision.
Naf
Land
he
Vision.
thinks
The
Cat
fuck
is
is this
clear,
transition?
Norbert, right? So that
Land Vision
so that's
versus
why
G2.
Naf is so
That was a pretty good
focused and so
series.
careful
I didn't
clearing
really watch
ladder.
that
He
one. I was
expects
watching
one more player to be
Liquid
there
versus
because of
VP because
Norbert's
this one seems a
position.
lot more interesting
And
to
that's
me.
why he's able to, you know,
I'm
help him win the fight against Smear. At that point, the round becomes really hard for VP. They need to move, and they lose. Fame also loses the duel from
okay, there's just
Shadow
something that I don't even know
against
what it
Patsy, who
is.
was swinging bench.
That's even
looks like
something that you can use in your own games, right? If you're in like
the fuck?
clutch
Okay.
positions and
Anyways,
you're in a 1v3, you
watch
kill a
that
guy,
one.
and the guy is looking at
Kinda
a certain
confused.
direction. That will tell you.
What? Great timing.
Kobe.
That will tell you.
But,
hey, there's no opponent.
it was
in
kind of
that
unfortunate
direction.
watching
That's where
Kenner
he was looking,
watching that
so
fly.
I should look somewhere else.
It was
Even
cool to
just
see
that little bit of
OC
info of what
and
your
CT
opponent's
side
doing can
until
give you info.
Absolutely.
they fumbled
And the
in
players
round 14.
Take that
Or well,
into
the 14th
account all
round
the
to get to
time,
15
you
for
know,
VP.
especially in clutches or when
fumbled,
they're
and they just
going
weren't able to
for
recover
gaps
from
or
that.
sneaking through some spaces.
Let's
you
see
know,
how
seeing
they
a player
do
with his
for
back turn
Mirage,
tells
because
you a lot
Mirage
about,
seems
you
like a
know,
lot better of a
obviously
map.
him not
And the fact that they even
checking
got
for
Patsy back was fucking
it's a good
insane. Like
chance
that
he didn't think there
whole
was a danger of that.
thing
so
this
they
morning. I
don't
woke up
have
this
the
morning to the
information, so
stream and I
maybe
literally
we'll
saw that. I was
push a
like,
little
wow,
bit faster
Patsy's coming
because
back.
you know there's no
Wow.
one behind you, and then there's that space that you can get for your team. Be not really making mistakes, just Liquid, especially Patsy, has been really sharp in the aim duels, you know. You had in the first gun round on B, finding the entries. Here you had Nav.
This is fucking...
Cat.
We have some Mirage demons in Rainmaker and Patsy, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think even the fact that we're getting good mileage out of Naf is like that felt so weird on Inferno.
This
Was
is
like having
Antares,
him
Woxic,
and Yakindar struggle
Alex.
so much, especially when we got onto like the CT
Pretty good
sides
lineup.
and you have someone who
Pretty
doesn't
OG lineup,
feel
though.
safe in any of the fights. It did kind of feel like too much of a way in
It
for
feels
VP.
like
So we have now
I've always
back
seen
online
Xantares,
now.
Calyx.
And looking to recover
But I missed out
across
on that
the
whole
series.
era where Calyx, where they
over
separated
the
and they
wall.
weren't playing each other.
Calyx
I kind of came back to
Patsy
them playing with
secures
each other,
that
so
opening kill
for
in the
me,
connector. He's
their
even
careers have
seen
been
the player in
connected
ladder.
deep this entire time.
The round, I'll just get him out, but miss.
Obviously,
saves him with
like,
that swing.
you know,
The lower drop's crazy.
Oh my god, you are
They
mental.
definitely
And
played
he even gets 2 from it.
Separately in their early careers, but in
the A
terms of
side,
their
but they've got
professional,
Fame back
for
in
the most
spawn
part,
to try
they
and watch
connect.
on. Chase through Con, Mir down low. Bomb going to get planted wide as well. Fame not able to stop it. He's mollied out. This is a difficult retake for VP. They have some smokes at least. But taking space is Yakindar, pushed up to play with Naf.
First player swinging out from
Oh, no.
CT, catches Nap in the connector.
Nice
Your kid,
second there,
head on a
unfortunate.
swivel, he nearly makes that happen. Leaves it all on OC, yet to frag here in this map, but he was a
Double
real
kit,
standout
on 4.
player back on Inferno. OC was the one trying to keep them in it. And so can he add this clutch to the tally for Jane? He needs the kill, he needs it now. Gonna get on this bomb.
Oh,
What?
He got
No,
on!
he won. He still gets it.
Jane! Oh, he still has it! He had enough time to defuse it twice!
Flex!
He's just toying with us.
The frickin' Time Lord!
I can't believe it.
See how YouTube reacts
What's
to that.
this?
Oh
Dude,
my God.
twice!
Everyone playing with James says he's a bloody genius. Is this him like knowing
I think it is.
in the millisecond
Yeah,
exactly how
what a
much
bait.
time he has?
Imagine.
He's just thinking like, I'm gonna make everyone sweat
Yeah.
right now, you know?
Dude, I thought that was dumb. I thought
Oh.
he threw it. I thought he threw it. Oh my God. Okay, VP on the board, if you can believe it. Despite some great shooting for Yakinda, he needed 3. He was swiveling.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Well, he might just
Wow.
give us more right now. Takes Flip
What a
out of the round,
deconstruction
mid,
in those
Raymond
both
doesn't
in those 2
check.
mid battles.
And Norbert up in apps should be dead after 1. No way, they're pulling back at 3v5. It's VP all over. Not escaping today, but out the sight
Fame
is
Patsy,
Fame.
Fame Patsy. Let's see what
Could
happens
get
here. I
spammed
think
with
Fame
the
doesn't
wrist,
get him.
but
Yeah.
no. Catches Patsy on the cross
I meant
out,
the other
and it's
way.
left to
I don't
OC
think
again,
Patsy
a
gets in there.
1v2 ahead of him, and Fame and James to beat. Couldn't get it past the aforementioned AWPA in the last round, but this time James is far away. And so OC has, for the time being, a 1v1 open over here towards B. However, Fame's not playing this to fight. He's playing for sound cues here. Now, Curiosity could get the better of him, but he should just wait for OC to tap this bomb, and now that gives him the confirmation. James gonna come back. They've played this so that they're never apart. They're never giving away a 1v1. OC goes looking for
And
it.
as they say that,
Fame will get snuffed out on that jiggle through the doorway. James got to do it not once, but twice to OC, and he will. Gets the better of him in another
bro,
one of
this
these
man
clutches.
is
That's
so
now 2 in a row
fucking
for
good
James.
with his timing, bro.
He's so on the ball, isn't he? Just plays the same position, but a few seconds later.
And
it's
I
the
was
last
watching
thing
Scrawny.
OC's
I've been a
ready
fan
for.
of Scrawny's
Full
videos
belt
because
of
he does
days,
a
but
lot
you
of
never
fantasy
wanna
videos for
down.
the HLTV fantasy. And then he kind of talks about the tournaments that are coming up, and he mentioned about how Gene has kind of been discovered and that he was on the .93 rating for the last 3 tournaments that he played against. The one before that, it was like a 1.2 or 1.3, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, definitely like on a decline. Like, I think going into this, wow, he doesn't get that kill. Wow.
You have so many star
Wow.
mid-rifle players in this team.
Ooh.
OC is a bit flustered.
Anyways,
He's missing shots.
I've been a bigger fan of Fame because of his whole ability for anchoring. Like, you see how he is on A right now. Inferno, he's a solid A pit anchor.
No one sees anything.
Norbert, I wasn't aware of. I came into the Chiron Kicker era of VP, so I wasn't sure of what Norbert could bring. And when I saw him play, it didn't look good, but obviously he had an injury going on, so there was that whole thing. But for the most part, it's like Fame flip, because Mir was that new piece, a little bit unexpected, but you know, he had his highlights. Why the fuck does Team Liquid not have bomb right now? Wow.
Bomb is stuck in T-spawn. Yes, now they're just playing for
But
maybe a couple of frags, try to
you know,
get
James is
something
James, so as long as you guys can have be consistent, he's gonna play around. He's gonna move his position so that he's always in like an ability to attack, an ability to kill, or in a position to kill. I should say better. Oh, enough had it. But yeah, VP, big fan. The whole CIS region right now. I can't think of the team that has Magics on it right now. One Win is a really good team. Damn, I literally can't even think of the fucking team right now. Holy crap. Holy poopy poop.
I was even thinking earlier, like, having Flit on this
Is
team
it
is
One
awesome,
Win?
because think about where he came from. Fours, who were
Oh,
playing
no,
great at
that's
the time, a team that
completely
made
separate.
multiple RMR runs, like the team who've almost broken into Tier 1, but never quite. And think about what happened to Forza at the last major circuit, they crumbled. I'm pretty sure 2-0.
Where the fuck are they? Were they in this?
Crumble,
Obviously they were.
You know, go out, and then the team gets kind of shaken up, disbanded. Jerry leaves. I mean, he goes all over the place. So, yeah, Flit obviously left a while.
Bro, am I
before that
tripping? Were they just
Yeah.
not in this the entire time?
You know, in the same vein, MVP's
Yeah.
run at that same major never even started.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
sure.
Anyways, one win.
Changing rosters mid-tournament.
Really good team. Oh my god, what team is it?
Guess you can call it like that.
Spirit. Holy fucking shit, that took me a while. Spirit has Dunk in it too? Yeah. They've been like Spirit, Dunk, VP.
Where the one player could have already made it by.
There's a few more CIS teams I can't think of. Those three are like the ones I think of right now. Spirit, I'm very excited for the potential that they have, and I think the direction that they're taking with Chopper being that man for the team, kind of being that veteran to give them that presence, because they're taking on a whole younger roster entirely. It's beautiful to watch how they're kind of progressing. One win I've always been excited. Monty's on our team from the CIS region. Haven't been the biggest fan of Monty, but you know, always surprise me. They always surprise me. That's what I'll say the most. Whether it's for the best or worse, when like I never predict Monty and how they're gonna do. It's always been a bit of a up and down for me since I haven't really watched them a lot. But to get to Team Liquid side, the Patsy situation, all of this was very exciting. I think for the most part, it's just like, what the fuck? Because this European system, European personality that they're taking on, is it effective? Is it even really effective if you're taking on all of these European talents compared to the North American circuits that you had before? I think it's for the smarter decision to move into the European style. I'm just like, I'm not disbelieving them. I think it's just like, how long do we view this for? This is like their third major tournament since they've had this team. Second major tournament since they've had this team put together, you know? Like, it's not like it's been a long time. A lot of teams have some change-ups, but this is like, you're bringing in 2 new people, and you're having to kind of like not build them from the ground up, but you have to set the foundation, and the foundation and what you need to work on probably is about 4 to 6 months. And after that 4 to 6 months, you start to see that grace period of where you're not in that honeymoon phase of winning, but everything has become a lot more cohesive. Everybody's on a better page. Or by that point, everyone should be on a better page and understand how to play with each other, to the point where they have a lot more potential for surprising wins, to be a lot more of higher rating teams, and like take on a lot better positions in tournaments. But at the same time, it's Team Liquid. Like, you can never predict Team Liquid.
Make that call, and it's too late. It's certainly done.
As I
no
speak,
hope here for NAF, and Rainwaker too far to have impact.
And as I speak, bro, pray it.
Convincing shutdown over towards A.
I think here it's either
now the Lion Vision
for reasons I can't put my finger on.
G2 is a whole nother series that I haven't really been keeping myself up. I'm probably not gonna keep myself as focused with this one,
3 towards B will soon be 2 because
but
Zaka's
we'll see how it goes.
towards the A bomb site, and Nico that can open up is feeling himself on Inferno.
Anubis was a pretty good series for them. I hate it because I'm probably gonna watch. Yeah, I'll probably just download the VODs and watch it on my own time. But Anubis is one of my favorite maps. Anubis is my favorite map, so it kind of hurts to not see it be played as often. I kind of came back to Anubis, seeing it be used in the Winter Blast series. So, you know, especially with OG, that Dexter 4K, I remember seeing that like as one of my first clips coming back, bro. Like it has memories, and I enjoyed playing it, but I don't get to play it enough. So it's one of those where it's like, I like it because I don't play it, but if I played it a lot, I'd probably start to like dissect it and start to become irritated with some of the positions, rotations, because it's a weird map. It's a weird map. You have lower, upper, mid, canals, like 2 whole ass connectors, or basically they have to keep worry. But only
loves to try and get into that position or just get into these annoying
only really A main.
He thinks there's the time.
A main, Econ. Yeah.
G2 are hunting
Palace.
final players.
They can go Palace
right
CT,
now.
but more likely main connector or main main
Yeah,
E.
this is oppressive from G2. I think they're trying to take this momentum
Or whatever you
as
call
far as
that,
they
like
can.
Canals connector.
Some poker players from the 80s would essentially call this like playing a rush. If you're just feeling like things are going your way, you'll just play hyper aggressively regardless of the cards you have. Just try and put it on your opponents at all times. Feels like G2 are doing exactly that at the moment. Vision will take a timeout at the very least to break momentum from G2, who are storming.
I don't know what the fuck that cameraman was doing. I think he was manually focusing on those slides, but like,
great spatial awareness from Hooksy to make a play through the smoke towards Pool, undetected, and compound the problems for Lin Vision. They have been unable to respond in these rounds. They have been victimized by G2 so far on Inferno.
It's been rather one-sided. Oh, and this time it's Hooksy to get the opener on Banana. Blind through the smoke, it does not matter. I think it's got that close angle molly, so may have a chance. Oh, there's good damage, but Nico does get dealt with. Good hold from Zaka, who actually gets a double on that spray. Finally, Lin Vision deny that Banana aggression that's been so good for G2.
They are so broke though. Even if they win this round, if G2 find more frags here, it just sets things up for rounds to come. Lin Vision have to stay alive with 4 here, really. Honestly, creeping with the AWP. Let's look at his position clearance. No one beats Nico. Watching Nico do angles like this. Monacy could be quite interesting as well as he edges forward from angle to angle. Every nook and cranny, boost position.
Alright, next round we're gonna watch the VP Liquid series.
Oh, hello. Amelia pops up at the right time. JKS will try to deliver what he can. Nothing on this occasion. They will survive
Pistols. God, everyone else is dying but OC.
So
Everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. James making them leave in caskets. And now finished off.
my guy James doesn't even want the ace.
There was a millisecond where he was going for the window and I was, nah, that's not
money.
me.
Don't want to die.
That's not me.
Don't want to die. Forget the ace. Need 5 alive. That's, yeah.
Oh my god.
Impressive. He had the kill right there. He is real quick, right? Like, there's so many things to compliment Jame on, but we don't talk about his AWPing as much as the other factors. He is so bloody fast.
Absolutely. And that core,
I wouldn't even think of taking that angle.
is really strong.
I'd be a fucking bitch, bro.
That equation. Ooh.
Oh, not a bad start to the round, but it's swiftly equalized by Jame. His fancy nade work over towards short, so your Kindar goes 1-for-1 in the opener. Now, Liquid is still kind of fine with that. This is workable. They've got a little bit of room over in mid with Patsy having pushed down through lower, and the rest of them now set up outside of A, looking for this split, with Patsy in a position to apply a bit of pressure later up through the connector. Mir now knows they're out of ramp. Nade follows up, but not a lot of damage. Instead, they're just trying to bait them into fame, and he's at least got 1. If he can find any more from this position, he feels like he's won. He feels like he's done enough. Just the 1 and done, though. And now Patsy tries to spring the trap card up through Con, but he has also been spotted. Everything's been accounted for here by VP, and so that path up through the connector never materializes. Mir's head's on a swivel, but he's done what he needed to do, dealing with both Palace and ramp, and now it's just OC. Mir's still applying more pressure from inside the site, swings on out to drop the last man. 19 HP, but he takes every single fight possible.
You get a slap on the wrist there from Jame. I mean, your teammate smoked off, the other one's locked back in CT. You're still swinging out default. Sure, he's getting wrapped, but Mir just goes for it, man. And 3 massive kills come through on that A-site anchor. This is a terrifying Virtus Pro. There is no doubt about it. Liquid started this game lights out, boys. 5-0 on the T side, and VP with 2 retakes in a row.
Yeah.
Suddenly a bunch of 1 rounds to saves as well from Liquid. They are rinsing them right now.
That's just Liquid's economy.
Squeezing every bit of liquid out of this cloth.
Just endless nades. And so Patsy never even gets to see the nade that kills him. Liquid, 1 more chance to find 7 at the end of this half. Virtus Pro having successfully turned this game around from the 5-0 start that this opened with in Liquid's favor. They've now at bare minimum 1 out the half. And they're looking to chain together 7. Oh wait, that's not right. What am I saying? How does maths
What are
work?
you saying?
6.
They won
6 in a row.
This would be their 6th.
This would be their
Yes.
6th in a row. There you go, that's what I meant.
They won 8 out of the last 9.
There you go, that's another way of putting it. Thank you, Yanko. Ooh, OC, opener. Nice, love that for the guy. Mere dead, trying to be a nuisance on... Oh, another nade. Wrong boxes.
Oh,
Good timing from
runs
OC.
out under.
Not to get the nade, but damn unfortunate on the
The
Patsy
thing
kills
that's
from
scary
here.
now-
Throwing the flash
Or,
rush, but you
from
didn't saw
Flipper.
him peek after the flash? Seriously?
Dude,
But I wonder if he sees
I'm
Rainmaker here.
grinding. I'm looking for the
Yeah.
HEs there, bro.
Oh?
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
But simultaneous, that's fine.
Alright.
That's fine.
Bro, can
That's
Liquid
fine.
stop
Even
dropping
said
the
it, so it's
fucking
all good.
bomb at spawn, bro?
4v2 now.
I get that they're
Yakinda
doing
and
spawn
the
rotates
quiet
instead of
players
mid
from
rotates,
last
but-
map
I bet
have
you do,
had
bro. I
high
bet you do.
impact on this one.
Fucking A.
Shut it.
How many times did they get into the situation where the bomb spawned 50 seconds and they only have 2 people left?
They have the nades. They know what's open. And it will dawn on them very soon.
Even this like feels weird if you're Liquid, right? You're 2v4 and no one shot at you yet. You're out through ramp. You're out through Palace. And you've not seen a single person. This feels too good to be true, but they're just going to take it. Yakinda says, look, they've probably backed off. I know these guys.
Uh-oh.
But the Molly burns out
Jesus,
Nap
man.
into the open. Him and Yakinda, 2 bottom performers from that last map, left up in the 2v4. And Nap has not seen or heard anything yet. This is very slow from VP. They still have nades on Fame, but they're never even needed. Jame fires 1 off through the wall. And now the bomb's not planted for Yakinda. He's got to stop them all before they cross, and that's never going to happen. They knock him out, and they'll go on to find 9.
It's just the
at
weirdest
end of this
dissection
first
of a
half.
fucking... No bomb, like no util. Last round? Retake? That was so weird, man. That was so weird. I really did just start with that defuse round. That's just
Two
unfortunate.
individuals, a whole different level right now. Who's had 4 opening kills. In terms of opening duels, Limp Vision have actually won a fair few. G2 always able to turn it around, it seems. Though certainly has been putting a lot of pressure on Banana throughout these rounds. And this is what it gives the ability for G2 to do. In this round, Nico is just solo pressuring Banana, because he's put so much emphasis on that position. The rest of the team will all group towards A, so Lim Vision very much lacking information right now.
Mm-hmm. You only really got lane. You don't know what's happening boiler brackets, arch. I mean, for the most part, right? Amelia was holding for her abs earlier. So now this is like where they have to kind of hold.
G2.
Smoke
Nico
double
be the man in
flash.
the middle.
What was that, 6 flash?
Vision will
5
switch to
flashes,
grenades
3
as well.
smokes.
Looks like Zach will be the point man,
1 molly.
keeping his
Not
gun out.
enough util to stop this push right
Here's
here.
explosion
And
through
they're
short
fully
from G2. Have a look at the sequence of events. Instant counter flashes though will slow them down, but Starry's been popped. Zach has got a lot riding on his shoulders, but Modesty there's the trade. Numbers being abused by G2 once again, and 2 remaining. CT spawn. That marks the end of the round. Them heading towards that B bomb site. They've lost all they can lose.
What the fuck?
What's
that third kill?
Have a look at the sequence of
Okay, first duel is just
instant
made.
counter flashes
First
though will
kill's
slow
made.
them down, but Starry's
And
been
then
popped. Zach has got a lot riding on his shoulders, but Modesty
Gets the
there's the
trade.
trade.
Amelia goes
Numbers
into
being
top.
abused by G2 once again, and
and
2
then they get
remaining.
traded.
CT spawn.
So it's instant
Marks
first
the end of the
kill
round,
and then
heading towards that
double
B-bomb
trade.
site.
And with Vision having 3 CTs on the site,
Yeah.
be able to get 2 kills
I mean, yeah.
between them.
What the fuck can you do about that?
So G2 will take a 10th round. Solid spacing there from G2. They come up through short. They're able to trade their way onto the site. He sends himself in first so that he can get traded. Exactly what happens. It goes exactly according to plan. That nade kill to start certainly helped as well. 3 nades into pit. Always annoying for the pit player to deal with. This crossfire never really got established. Monacy with a really fast trade. JKS out from above.
As soon as they got that big play player, it was just endgame. It's just about how long could they last on that A site. No util to really help them off. And once they use that molly, damn. Damn if they do, damn if they don't.
Not afraid to take a duel is Amelia, but Monacy is content with the AK-47. And a dab hand with it. Fuxi leading the charge for G2, 14 for 8. He has been the man with a plan, be it the rifle, be it the MAC-10. Goods have been delivered time and again. 14 for Amelia as well. Denied on this occasion. 4v5 for Lin Vision. Philippi coming G's way. This isolates the forces for a moment. Nico with the continuation spray. That might be enough. Hunter's actually the one who's got a clean house here. And Zach has got a great position. Spots Hunter in the smoke as well. Bomb carrier stuck, but managing to escape.
Oh, I don't think Hunter knows about him. Yeah, he didn't even know about the point there.
He's in a sandwich now. Hunter with 7 HP. And nothing else to be done. 3rd round on the board for Lin Vision.
Go a little more like it. And that's despite losing that opening kill. Amelia getting boosted up on the half wall. Monacy found that fair fight at the start of the round. That's that kill I was talking about, just spotted on the side, but aggression from Starry goes well. And these trades solid enough. G just gets that shot off before he goes down.
So Nico sprayed that sandbags player.
Get a 3rd round win.
And whoever was in the smoke
salvage something at the end of
was
this
traded by Hunter.
there.
Wow. Wow. I thought they went over car and killed,
They
but no.
salvaged a few rounds at the end of the first half. Much harder to pull that off on Inferno. So if there's any way for Lin Vision to come away with 5 CT rounds. They've used 2 more.
Why is the ship fucking
5 CT rounds. They've used 2 more. To certainly slowing down the pace. Solo B is the AWP of G. Might change soon though. Vision realize they can't stick with that for too long, or do they? They're sticking with the 4A stack. They believe in that solo AWP. This A stack could work for Lin Vision.
They've got 4 smokes as well, just deploying
good
one of them.
crossfire though? Triple crossfire on the porch or in brackets here.
Time could be on their side if they can keep their numbers up, but they cannot. Down to a 2-on-2. That bomb needs to be retrieved. The bomb's at the bottom of mid, and if there's a push here from Lin Vision, they're gonna find the prize.
Bless me.
Oh, Monacy just about sees Starry.
Oh,
catching up with him.
fortunate.
Now they know the bomb is there, and Nico's gonna have to do it the hard way. 20 seconds, 1v2. He's found a smoke grenade. You can push forward. Maybe invite some more variants for the CTs, but still, things are still in their favor. Nico's found a way. He's halfway there. He
No
needs to get that last kill. And
fucking way
Starry's
he
got nowhere
does
to go. He's
this.
got to check the underpass. Oh, he's so close, but not quite.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared.
Fourth round, just about secured for Vision. He was on an island, nowhere to go, no retreat there.
It's almost like Nico didn't believe that player would actually be an underpass. See, he almost looked away before realizing, oh boy, he's actually here. Despite the B entry coming in, they'd have gone back for the bomb sooner. They might have been okay. They might have actually caught Vision off guard. But once Vision see the bomb, the CT's in a great position. Still have that smoke.
Not even that. Once they see Manus, he already
Pretty much
rotated
a
back.
straight round loss there for G2. Felt like they maybe should have had that one towards the B site. Vision to take a timeout ahead of the last round of the half though. Act 10 in play for Hooksy, Famas for G, everyone else has rifles. Famas is a rifle.
Okay. So at least they've been able to bring it back.
See if
And that's just
can
wow.
salvage 5 rounds
Wow.
then.
Good control over this half, or over this round.
Big aggression. Flash was in
Yeah,
for
they're just gonna
Starry.
save here.
Gets a good opening kill, and there's more where that came from. Zach is sneaking in behind them.
Raising the stakes in the
Bitch,
last
where the
round.
crosshair at?
Half our Vision.
Why there no crosshair there? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Line them up. Hello and goodbye. Lightly closing the door is Zaka. Sigh of relief.
Wow.
Exhale. 2 on 4. Much needed 5th round again for Vision. A late resurgence, a Lazarus pit for the CT side, for the Chinese squad. Again, 2 of their 5 players. This is their first venture outside of China. Straight into the deep end versus G2. Almost taking Anubis from them. Fighting for a last round on their CT side of Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Hooksy holding W.
It's not even worth watching that one.
And so
That's
this one should be free.
10-5 half.
Comes at a
Wow.
cost even with that kill. Nothing is free on VP's terms.
So everybody just leaves spawn.
You know,
Fuck
Jane
them.
gives you a lift to work in the morning. He'll invoice you for the gas.
I think you also see this is what Liquid was doing and what happened to them on Inferno on their T side. They saved 2 guns in the first gun round on 2-0, and now look at it. Mir and Jame are out of cash. Okay, Jame got the 1 kill, so they will just get 2,900 next round. But the rest of the team will have enough for AKs and whatnot, so they will have to play with pistols or a Galil or a Scout. That's your 2nd gun round, unless they plant the bomb here. Like that would be really big for them.
Get it out just about, but they're chasing him down. Escaping here is a pipe
Yeah.
dream. Still taking 1 is good,
Oh!
and it sets up OC to drop that bomb. Massive info for Team Liquid, but don't jump that rotation. Flit still coming in on Con. Nav needs his kill clean, and it will be delivered 10-9. Liquid making this uncomfortable for VP, as you say, Yanko. The money is not perfect.
Yeah, it was my bad. It's not 2,900, it's 3,400, but it's still not ideal, right? We see Jame actually gets the AWP from Flit. They swap out, but look at their nades. Like, Mir has a smoke. Jame and Flit have no nades. Norbert doesn't have a smoke. They have 1 smoke.
2 smokes.
2 smoke.
Go for a ramp pick. Nothing crosses. They're close ramp. Oh boy! Jame does not miss those. Hyper aware, even with the molly shielding. And because that was Rainwaker, maybe they're not ready for a Yakinda, but of course VP back off anyway. Recede into T-spawn. A chance for OC. Gone right past.
Aggressive mid control though, knowing that there was nobody who could fight mid.
You know, you don't have a lot of util like this. Getting an early fight. Oh, a walk there from Flit, punished by a Kindar who's aggressive. And so that, like, early 5v4 that you work for when you get rewarded for the aggression that Liquid dish out over towards ramp is punished eventually. VP no longer have that to rely on. They've got this one smoke on James. And that's all that's left in this A play.
Triple flash, double molly.
This is one as well.
And that's just a
Saban
fucking
can't
connect
help them
across.
going forward. They've got to try and get some return on investment going on here.
Jungle smoke.
So
Fuck
goes
calm.
out over towards
They're probably not
jungle.
even gonna challenge
Across
it.
at the stairs. Liquid have given
Yeah,
them a
they
fair
ain't
bit
got
of room here.
out the stairs control, so they have
working
calm.
within the limitations, VP is still going to find their way to a bomb plant.
Norba has the power position here in this post plant. Just whether down to whether they clear him or not. Mir gets killed coming off the bomb. It's the price VP have to pay. Was it worth it? Can they squeeze
Yeah, and
anything
James
out of
already
this
playing for that
3-on-4?
passive.
Kinder looking like he wants to clear this. Norba just being patient, but he will be checked as he swings into
patient.
the rifle. 2-on-4. James needs to take a peek, and OC is so patient, ready for exactly that reaction, winning the round now. Fame is mollied out. No hope, no chance, no round for VP. It's Liquid. Winning by 2.
It's Liquid.
Very composed retakes today, I will say, for Liquid. They had 1 or 2 on Inferno that were very smooth. That is another example. OC locks James into ramp. Norbert feels the pressure to make a move.
Just wild to me whenever I see, you know, like, Norbert's holding jungle and Kinder's like pushing up and just kills the planter. And Fame is still in naps.
See if we can darken it a bit, cause like
I think they played like.
I feel like I'm just overexposed right now.
They had to risk something to play more together. They smoked jungle, so Jay maybe should go with Norbert and Mir and hold Cat, right? And then at least they're really fighting for that control. Split has just been great today in fighting openings in these defaults.
They got burnt out, like Dington burnt. It's down to OC on the A
It's
side.
not too bad.
But the smoke and Palace shuts them out, and Norbert even gets picked to beat. Double AWPing for Liquid and finding the results from it. VP, they may have opening kills, but they can't convert these post plants.
And here they were just they were just a little bit too late to walk out. They wanted to walk out apps, A apps. Basically, it was a fake of a default or just sending Flit by himself. I think it was OC and Patsy were already on the way back. They spotted them. They smoked off apps, so they had to abort that play.
What about this clear? That's nice. They've got so much info now.
Yeah, Liquid is doing a good job of being proactive in the mid round.
Did he see him? I don't think he did. Kill the cat player. No one's even considering this. Ouch.
There it is. Now found for free over on Cat.
Yeah.
Nice shot from OC's AWP.
Taking
He's
booth already.
Off the line and room getting taken from VP. Patsy on the
Yeah.
backstab. Might not be able to stop the bomb, but is going to be there immediately to punish the planter. There's one kill locked in for Patsy. Tries to make it the double. Flashes are bullying James, but he will go out fighting for that trade. James boxed
And
in.
now they're playing for the con player.
Watches
Oh
on
no.
from jungle, covering the cross and the close side run up, but a little wide for Rainwaker around
No
the
smoke.
bench. Leaves it now all on Mir. 1v2. Bomb's planted for Con. Liquid have not tapped the bomb yet, but that jump check for Mir is clumsy, it's ugly, and Rainwaker will get the better of him, so this scoreline keeps amassing. 14.
I wonder if Rainwaker
They
saw
tapped
him.
it, he checked it. He saw, you know, we see people use that wide plant just a little further back from triple because you're not open to short when you do it. But it also lets him check the bomb, and there's no one defusing but around the corner, and he sees it's empty, and then he tries to jump in the cubby, which, sure, that's one of the things you can do, but even if you land the jump, you're locked in the corner, and he couldn't even land a jump. That looked very ugly. That's like a, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it did seem a little bit sketchy, and this is a good timeout from VP. They need to figure out what they want to do. The double op setup isn't in play anymore. They, you know, Nav didn't want to rebuy an op. So, will be interesting to see if VP still expects it or not. Liquid has done a good job of breaking up their default, right? You go back to the first gun round, double push apps to get rid of Fame. Now Naf with the second op, punishing the reaction from Norbert. We had the Kinder killing from Cat earlier. So this reactionary sort of default style CS hasn't really worked that great for VP.
Can't believe they're crumbling with the amount of opening kills they've had. Fame even escapes. Another 5v4 for VP. Add it to the long list. The last 2 rounds they've had it as well. And neither of them converted. Will this be a change of tune for VP to find 10?
No, not off to a bad start.
Like how he doesn't fire there.
Yeah,
just
I like
holds
how
the
they're doing
nerves,
this mid
right?
control take.
Just doesn't
Slow
wanna
and
show them
steady
how
once
deep
the
the
race.
AWP is. It's not waiting top boxes, it's aggressively looking for a pick.
But they don't want to use way too much
Shame
util
and
here.
aggressive, not often in the same sentence. Unless preluded by passive.
Looking like they want to go back and group for another one of these A hits. Reaggro from Liquid in the mid round here. They're trying to sniff out what's happening in middle, seeing if VP are looking to do anything with this real estate. And they are just seconds away from getting this info. Flip fighting and bottom of Con is spammed out by Yakindar. Second man throws himself up into the mix, and that's one hell of a double for Mir. Rainwaker could have found him through the smoke, but elects not to fire off, and so with no kill found here in the 2-on-3, that doesn't change soon. Liquid should just be looking to save these guns.
Surprised they call it so easy. They have loads of money,
If they have money on OC and Nav,
I guess.
and Rainwaker at the end of the round.
Yeah, you know, to poke ahead in and go for a 1v1.
But you know, I mean, Yanko said he already felt like Economy kind of cost them the battle back on that last map of Inferno. I think when it's so close and you're a team, you're up against a team like VP who try to milk this as much as they can. I like.
It's very
I
meta.
like it.
There's
I
no
like
doubt.
the save.
It's very
It's a good
meta.
save.
I think there's so many rounds still to be played. There's no reason for you to do that at this point in time. You're only at 12. The score is 12-10. If it were... I mean, that's the thing. VP, no matter the score, they did it at, what was it, 10-1 for them on Inferno, right? It just, if a round is very difficult to win, why would you go for it if you might need that money later on, right? Unless you're set until the end of the half and you have nothing to lose except, you know, those guns, then who cares, right? But here for Liquid, there's a lot of things still in play.
Wooting! Wooting!
So I think that was a no-brainer
68 G.
$300.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've got his pick. He's back at B. Oh, is there a barrel? Is there something? Might not matter. Patsy's blind anyway. Seems aware. Oh, pulls the volley. No way he commits with it. Flits out of there. Given a second chance in this round. Flit has no help right now. Mir's coming out from under. He had that awful 1v2, but he's been hitting bangers in this map, no doubt.
What are... Oh, yeah.
Spray up Con
Nobody
last
in
round as he ran
15.
through the smoke.
Fame 9-13.
Tested
Who's in
again.
next?
Flit's
Mir and
cleared out
Flit,
lower.
both 17 each.
Flit and
And
Mir
then
in
you
middle.
got-
I mean, that is a terrifying duo to run into.
And that was the change, you know, if you remember their major round, that was Flit and Fame. Fame was having Mir's roles and Kickert was playing what Fame is doing now, so they were doing a great job at it, and I think that's why you're seeing a little bit less output from Fame. I think he's still getting used to this new role.
Lurking up in Palace right now as VP get ready to hit the A side. Ooh, hope that doesn't spread, OC.
No, I like it. They're really trying to bait this. Like, they flashed ramp. No one fired a bullet. No one gave up the idea that anyone was close. The molly only confirms that, and so Rainwaker gets these for free. It's just one from
wow.
it. Yakindar at least stops this tide from bursting out through Palace. It's James left up in the clutch. He's going to have a chance at the plant, but it's swiftly extinguished by Nafly, who swings out from the
What is
spawn.
that keyboard from
Team
Nafly? What the
ace threes
fuck?
for Team Liquid. Everyone getting a kill in the round.
That should go
That's how they
hard.
got VP away.
Yeah, they win one T-side round in this half and immediately reset. Of course, not the same implications that word once has, but VP don't have a load of money on their back pocket after having a very quiet
Custom
second
keyboard,
half.
obviously.
Liquid, this is looking very good for them right now to take this to
It just takes you to Amazon, mechanical keyboards. That was
Dare I
the
count
series going
VP
5-14. Expected,
Be a fatal
but
mistake.
pretty excited off of their newest win, or off of the newest challenge.
Giving a jiggle, giving another one, trying to bait this shot out of him, trying to make him nervous.
Ooh.
Lobs the smoke, trying to fight through it now. Bit of spam. This is kind of crazy. He's still locked in here. Yukinda's actually coming to help him, and that's just to get him out of there.
Good time wasted though.
Yeah.
VP will still have to dedicate some serious seconds to clearing lower back out after the smoke. So this whole round slowed down a little bit.
Even Mir slowing down on that.
But even Rainwaker passive back at CT is giving him nothing. Liquid still have top mid as well. They've got so much control. VP smoke window will not do much. Oh, Patsy tried to block it. It's up to OC now.
Are they going to run boost? They
That
are,
would be
yeah.
sick. They might not see you. Yukinda will have no idea. He turns around though, they hear it. And Yukinda gets that kill. Can he escape? Mir shouldn't have let him, but he does.
Yeah. But they got that information.
He knows he's right behind them anyway, and so Yukinda will fall. That's the OC AWP out of the round. OC up close, looks for the trade on the M4, and he can't get it. Mir has suddenly opened a back door up through the connector and into the A play. Jame lends a helping hand now. Rainwaker's got to do this alone. He's got support from Naf, actually. Back in spawn, 2 players here. And Rainwaker dead immediately, swung on by Fame. Virtus Pro have still got fight left in them. 11 to 13. And a stray round, but it's a 5 alive one.
I'm okay with
and so that's going to help VP in the long game here.
What the fuck is he
and also when you kill Yukinda there and you drop that off, you know he's just traded. So OC's got to be close. Mir remains very vigilant about that possibility against 2. He lets the comp player escape, but only because he knows he has good timing to flank them, and Liquid won't expect it.
Like at that point, Molly Khan. They don't even have a Molly in that situation though.
Looking to play save if VP avoid him. But that means he's got to play mobile if he wants to win this round. Attempting an opener in the middle.
But because he got the 1 kill on top mid instead of seeing anybody in bottom mid,
they're up against pistols.
They thought that they probably backed up into BFs.
I think just the persistence from VP is wild.
But
to
yeah,
add it with the default and just sort of focus on map control and taking zones step by step. You could see they used 2 flashes in that previous round for Fame to take control of ramp slope and then just swing right outside to see that no one is playing close, and the patience from Mir on that sort of a lurk. I mean, a lot of players would be and coaches. I mean,
a dry.
Like, why does he swing for the trade? But
yeah, this is why I love watching VP.
The correct
this is
player
why.
Could be up on the rails of
because rounds like this,
you know, you don't have any information. Just a player that you run boost to
push
dive.
out. Before anybody even gets the challenge,
really
there's already 3 people up ramp on Tetris or by Tetris as full util is being thrown in. Like it's just
the
like
side of things really comes into play. Winning a couple of those raw aim duels,
all dry
they were
peaks
low
too.
on utility, and being able to close out the round, that was huge for them.
5 alive here is just such a nice cushion for VP.
And the problem was in all these gun rounds, they're playing from behind. Like Liquid has a lot of money in the bank, so that makes it a lot more difficult to play default because they can go for so many more plays. They're not scared of dying, and you know, even if they fail with some of the aggression, they can still rebuy in the following round. Now it's going to be much more difficult for them to call a double push apps, you know, or to play close ramp or to do all these things. They're going to have to think about it twice. So we'll see. Is this the moment where VP actually changes the pace, calls something a little bit more different, or are they just really happy with how the defaults are going?
I mean, thus far, I've got the vibe they're pretty content with how this has looked.
But it's also the defaults have a different look, right? Like look at where Fame is now as the A player. He's at the start of B apps, and they're still going to fight for mid and try to take control, but it's going to be a little bit different, it feels like, this time around.
How are they getting him out? Is it just a swing? Window smoke comes in, got flashes available. Yukinda's up top mid once more. He's gotten away with his kill. previous rounds.
I don't think they're gonna push mid here until they get the lower control. Unless you're doing the instant flash. What the fuck? Why? Wait for the lower upper push at the same time.
And even though the nades come costly, he will
I get
survive
the
his
mantra
escape.
too though, because
Even
you don't
OC
want to have like
getting a pick on the way out.
you want to get
So
the
that
upper
could not have
information
gone
so
better,
that
really, for Team Liquid.
the lower
The 4
the
on 2
underpass
now,
player
just
can
decide.
push out knowing that there's
was a
nobody
good
holding
idea,
for them.
bad
But in that
execution
same
from
breath,
VP,
two players
you
pushing
know,
out
the
same
players,
time,
they run boosted
shift
mid
log, jump lane.
without the
Jump boost,
underground
push
guy
out.
being close to also swing at the
Smoke
same time.
con, flash
Go
high,
B, because the
you're
bomb
good.
Is, how the hell does the bomb get into A? You know, do you want to just crawl through con and hope you are not being covered now, or does Norbert want to flank B into the stack? Remember, he doesn't know about this stack. Even Yakinda's patrolling spawn, and Palace swing means the round's over. Naf's just going to stay in his position, rightly so, knowing he can win the round with a kill on Jame here and now. He might not jump the gun, wait for the retake. Smoke comes down, they realize Naf's aggressive. It's Palace or Ram. Oh, Yakinda's trapped in spawn. Norbert needs to take this kill now.
Oh, he decides against it, goes back in a second later, hit by the flash, and now Naf gets rid of him. That molly does a bit of damage, but not the killing blow to Yakinda, and that leaves Jame in this alone. Flash in at the top of con,
Oh.
he gets back off the angle, but they're on the bomb and they're sticking it. Rainwaker late from short will lock Jame out of that clutch.
Do they go double up here?
Rainwaker late from short will lock Jame out of that clutch as he gets the 1v4
so.
down to a...
But presuming there was, you know, it was a lot harder than that. He just tried to molly it and survive, and that's when Naf comes.
And the
out
flash
with
didn't even get Yakinder.
Started with Liquid locking down middle.
Yeah, see, it's like Yakinda gets the mid fight, and then has plenty of time to turn around, and also has another 1v1 versus Mir from underground.
But how many times have they done that
Norbert
run
needs to
boost?
be
That was the
closer,
third
and
time.
Rambo needs to wait for 2
Third time
seconds,
at
and
least.
that way, as he's shooting the guy top
And they
mid,
still
you're
died to
killing him
Yakinder in the
his
same
back,
position.
right? Like, sure, there
All
was
3
a during
times.
con
It's
too,
fucking
but
so
I think it's
stupid.
Dot, OC with the op, or whoever it is,
But
you
I
will
don't
trade
care.
him
I love
first,
whoever
and then
wins this game
yeah,
because
right,
You
so
could tell like
I really watch
Yakinda
it.
was so aware as well of like where I think even he was almost surprised that like the fight and
Get out of team free commitment.
he turned around as fast as he could,
Except
and there
for
still was
fucking OG
even a guy
Cloud9, bro.
out.
There's
And
no
so he just
team I
caught him,
truly
like, on the
care for.
fullback.
But this round, I'm very
OG
curious to see what happens,
Cloud9,
because both teams have
NA
really
days,
been
bro. Bring me
pretty adamant
back.
in their approach. You know, Liquid has been
2015
denying
to
mid,
like,
been wanting to fight
bro,
for
fuck
mid, or at least fight for the
2015. Like,
extremities
even
if
like,
they're giving
yeah,
it.
actually early
And
2015.
VP just default after default. No early really focuses towards the bomb sites outside of that one round where they want to walk out.
And then they
bombs,
brought in
but that's
Slemmy. Like,
also
what the fuck?
it's
That's
not
an
really a
era of
full execute or
Cloud9
anything along
where
those lines. It's just a twist to the default.
Freakazoid, Slemmy. Oh my
Now
god.
it's a little bit
who
more
else did they have
pace.
during that era?
They're getting some
It was
control
nothing
given
Shroud,
to them on mid. They
Stewie.
didn't really go B at all, and you can see even in this round Liquid is opening for A. That's interesting.
But I'll say it like this.
See that.
I watched
he's on
early
the barrel
Cloud9,
on
and
that
as soon as
second
they lost Sean Garris,
Pressure's
it
on
was
OC,
like-
really, right? He's got to lock down B, apps, and
it was
short.
just hard because
Potentially,
you
it's
know,
VP playing
especially in the
catwalk
North
and taking
American
the bomb
scene,
A.
there's no good IGLs. Even for Slemmy, like, it's not worth it, bro. It wasn't worth
Do
it.
know about it,
He
no
does,
doubt
like,
about it.
Get your fucking bag. Like, get your fucking bag and make the best out of it.
It's not
But,
easy
like,
with
for what
the
they
haystack
have,
still in
Stewie
tune here
was
for
really
Liquid.
Stewie was really that
That's it.
IGL
Want
that
a
they
dumb
needed.
position.
That secondary collar, you could say.
Anything more is
No,
a
actually,
miracle. And talking of Mia coming up con,
But
playing
I'm
that
big brain
first
Tarek,
look.
bro. I feel like I'm missing out on a few
Able to
parts.
get out with a double, and OC even strikes down. Flit late lurking up through short with a missed shot from Jame. This should be a done deal. Naf
Okay.
swings out for the trade.
Let's
And
see
so Team
if I'm
Liquid
forgetting
plays
any
ahead up onto
major
15. 3
players.
chances now to put this map away versus VP and take us to the third. Anubis waiting in the wings should we need it.
Yeah, some really good reads from Team Liquid.
This
on
whole
the CT
fucking
side too,
Shroud,
right?
nothing.
And
Sean
maybe a
Garris,
little bit
bro.
of predictable calling
One
from
second.
Jame in some of these rounds. Not switching the pace at all, or just switching the bomb side they were going to go for.
See,
maybe
Adrian,
anticipating that
I
Liquid
don't
was going to do
remember.
exactly that.
Then
and
they
the
had to
best
slam
thing
me
to
for
do is
the
just
whole
keep doing the
period.
same thing,
Automatic is who I was forgetting about.
but Yekin, they're
And
not
then
falling
was
for
Shroud
those tricks.
retired, nothing retired. Tarek and Rush, yeah. So I wasn't really forgetting anyone except for Automatic, who came in mid-2017.
Doesn't make that picky.
Or
Mid,
Nice.
both get a kill apiece.
2017.
And suddenly the A site's open. James, fancy moves as he tries to take away the CT spawn. And now he can just scope in, hold down these long angles on the AWP. He's taking every fight he can.
Had enough. 24 kills. He's just trying to put them in his backpack and carrying them into overtime. And it might work, at least for this round, forcing Liquid's hand to save. Playing. We've got a 30-round game.
Let's
We've
hope the
got a
bot is
30-round
working
game.
and doing his job.
Just gonna let it sit.
Yeah, just
And
don't
that
even
series,
bother
that's
Rush. He's
series.
just out for blood today.
What's the next match after that?
Wow, man, he didn't even come back on. He's that beaten down. That beat up.
It's fine. He's been on vacation for a week, you know. Maybe he needs a couple of days to get back into the swing
The
of
jet
things.
lag's kicking
Jet
him
lag
Jet
right
lag's
now.
kicking in.
Cologne is a while out.
I'm
That's a big
so angry. I was reading this in my head and I was just like, okay. Like,
Yeah, you want to bet?
okay.
Yeah, we got overtime.
Cloud
I
9,
think Rainmaker will just
and
jump
Eternal
spotting
Fire
at James,
130,
sort of
and
just
then
peeked him.
Complexity 9, 130.
And yeah, it's wild. Like this game is very curious. I haven't seen a game like this in a while. Where, I mean, VP has been doing with variations the same thing their entire T side, the absolute same thing. And Liquid has sort of in every round done something that can work against it. Whether they were focusing to fight them for mid and try to deny them that control, or they would just try to buy time on mid while they're trying to punish VP on the extremities,
Has a single round ended B for VP? I don't think it has.
I don't think so either.
They've gone A.
I mean, the rounds they saved,
13
they
rounds.
wanted to go B, but they got denied,
Yeah,
so...
yeah. But they've never planted B.
And Liquid was, at no point did Liquid go 3B anticipating that. If anything, they've just been
Stacking A, yeah.
more A and more A.
Another A stack, 3 strong.
Don't think about that.
Solo.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
think
been
about
had to send a reminder. By the way, B's a bomb site.
aiming very
And
high.
there was the reminder, and so now back to A.
That's James expecting the AWP peak, not the jump up. Not only because we've had NAF AWPing, but also because he saved, OC saved an AWP. So where do you start? You go for a pick, you play, the extremities, Palace apps. And James was trying to read the AWP peak, but it doesn't come
Oh,
through,
dude,
and they reset.
When I said go back to A, it was kind of more as a meme. The idea of going back to a site that you've not played anyone on at the start of the round is terrifying to me. They don't know what's happening over in Palace, and so honestly, getting out for the
What
1-for-1 there
amazing, like,
isn't the worst
trade
way that
timing.
could have gone down.
Yeah.
Still, you've traded an
'Cause
AK
that
for a
looked like
USP,
it could have
so
been a
VP are not
quick
happy
flip.
about it regardless.
They know where your Kinder is, and they're about to find OC out the hard way as well. Will this change the tune? Flitz?
He's gonna come to
Full
his
stop.
dreams. To his dreams.
To his dreams. To his nightmares, Yanko. He's coming in his dreams, Harry.
Hey, yo.
In Serbian, it sounds different. Gonna haunt them in his dreams.
He will
Yes,
haunt
baby.
him in his dreams.
Oh, yeah, no, that
Yeah.
works nicely. That's maybe even like a prettier way of saying it. Here we
Maybe
are.
I'll get Freya to tutor me.
Yakinda, damage on a Nor, but a lot of damage at that, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to entice Liquid in. They at least want to try and get their hands on this AWP. It's so close, yet it's just out of reach. Patsy, if only his arms were about 3 feet longer.
30 rounds and more. That's what the doctor ordered. 20 cc's of 30 rounds, stat.
And
It
they
is
ain't
actually
even
huge
saving
because
the
they
song.
don't have money to buy
Yeah,
it.
the only way they have that AWP is by saving. And it was right there. They could see it. They could practically taste it. But they couldn't save it. Like a good dessert.
Try the white cake.
So VP, 30 rounds locked in.
Hello. Oh, massive. He got an AWP.
And he gets the AWP.
They
Man,
literally-
that never happens.
They literally didn't have enough to buy even a glass AWP and a single player. So that's the only way. James just got jamed on.
He did. He Naf jamed all over him.
Oh.
Wow.
Blimey. Orb grab.
That's crazy. I've never
30
seen
rounds.
someone Uno reverse a James save. Like, and that's what Naf just did. Can that be the push? Will this orb be the big impactful thing that is the difference maker on this map? Let's find out. But first, that's that.
Whoop! I disappeared.
Well, I mean, considering how
No, I don't know.
OC's
You can still see
game
me.
has been going,
I'm sorry. I don't know
We'll
what
see
the
if
fuck
he'll
that
be
was. I
able
just
to
had a
find
little
some
spurt of
impact.
energy.
it's been a tough series in a way. I mean, that's maybe a little bit unfair, but he's missed a couple of important shots at different times, right? It could have maybe turned the game around. So let's see what he decides to do. He has a good spawn. Does he jump cat again?
Oh, he wants to. He wants to do something in mid. Let's see. Down into lower.
Boost? No.
Oh.
Coming under as well.
Oh, he's gotten out of the danger zone.
no,
But there's always more danger. He will get out.
That was great
That was
tracking
good, yeah.
blind. Like, he lost
Honestly.
himself and he got out full blind. Looks easy for us, but my guy's screen was white. Could see nothing, and he goes back to ramp for more. 30 rounds are where VP do their best work, but was this comeback? I say comeback, they were leading at the half, but this late game recovery all for nothing because Naf's sealed AWP, maybe signing VP's death warrant. Jane needed that pick, it's not presented. 5-on-4 for Liquid, but
Flit.
Flit out in the window, not for long.
Wow.
And Liquid might just drag us to a third map.
And it might be the orb as a shining star in the round for Liquid. OC's in the right place to put a stop to this A play. He flashes his teammates into the connector. Patsy's even ready to go pressuring for more. For Liquid now, they just can't give this one away. This is the best and only chance they're going to have to close it out in regulation. Mir gets one on the smoke fade up through the connector. 30 seconds left. VP grouping over at ramp. They want to play this one to the extremities of the timer. And so the final 20 seconds is when they make their move. Smoke in at jungle. Mir attempt to give him a little bit of room, and he will pounce out a con. This 3v5.
What the fuck? How?
Run it back into overtime.
How?
Some things never change with VP on the server, or with Liquid for that matter.
Oh, Mir's a monster. Mir is an absolute monster.
What the fuck,
3
Mir?
unbelievable kills. He gets this one, and then he closes it.
Wow.
Just sickening. Liquid had full info in 5v3. Naf is fighting Con. They don't even look at B. They know what's happening. 4 on A.
Yeah,
And VP just absolutely shred them.
That's crazy. VP finds a way, and look at it now. Now they're going to change the pace and try maybe the apps walkout yet again. And look at VP, Liquid, they have 5 guys on mid. They're sick of it.
Oh, they don't believe it. Out through the apartments, out into the A side. Rainwaker convincing on the spray. And Rainwaker makes it look way too easy there.
Wow.
Considering he's peaked 3 different angles of elevation, 3 different fights ahead of him, but he nails them on the transfer. And so Team Liquid arrive in OT in a very big way. Rainwaker makes a statement as he shuts down that attempted walkout through Palace. 2v5 now. And surely Liquid don't let this one get away
eye
from
level,
them.
late bottom stairs.
Oh,
It was
that
2
would be the
elevations because
first.
he did take the one from
How
top
much
stairs,
weirder
bottom
does
stairs.
it get? How much weirder does it get? Not much with that.
He peeked his own flash.
TBH.
Jane 1v4? Not today. Rainwaker with 4 frags on that A spray. And yeah, Liquid take the first, but they couldn't take the last, not of Reg.
Oh, second Wu-Tang.
Round for Rainwaker.
I think also for this round, maybe VP, when they're going out, they smoke jungle from top mid, right? I think it's, if you're gonna do an apps walkout, I think it's better with 3 guys, just smoke bench and have the op hold stairs. And you don't need to worry about jungle or con or short or anything, right? Like, I think that would be a much better scenario for them. And I think they would have absolutely won the round if that's how they draw it up. But Rainwaker steps up, saves the round for Liquid. And now back to the default. I think the players were just not ready for doing anything else. VP's players, and they were just
coming
running.
Into
they didn't know where to look and what
James
to do.
says like, all right, we're gonna go faster, and everyone just is stunned silence in response. Like, wait, what? All right, 1 kill, 2 kills for Team Liquid. This OT is actually treating them very well right now. So VP going to be left grouping for the B hit.
Well, they're going B. That's how you know it's desperate. This is the first proper B attack we've seen all half, all T side, and it might work out with an entry from Norbert. He will get traded. Got to get a reload off on this A1S. Yakinda's even burning, so he is in a bit of a trouble right now. Orb does a pre-scope, and Jane will live to regret it. Yakinda still lives. Fresh mag, fresh Yakinda, and fresh round for Team Liquid. 3 off of the Latvian captain as Liquid look to lock in a flawless CT side.
Wow. That was not expected.
I think, for example, like, you look at G2, right? G2 likes to play a lot of default, or Mirage too, and you know that people are going to do it against Vitality, for example, but what they would do sometimes is they would still play default, but do a 5-man mid default, right? And that way people are fighting you. You are going to win that fight with bodies. And VP still sometimes, it's still 1 guy A, 1 guy B, 3 guys trying to take mid. So Liquid sometimes can just win the numbers game against them.
And all the numbers are coming up for Liquid right now. I mean, apart from how this round started, obviously. Tag on a Yakinda, maybe even dead to the nade,
like
thankfully
it
not.
Much from
and so everything's still
each
fine
T-side round for VP. I mean, you always have the top mid take, the mirror taking bottom control, random pass control, a little bit of B presence. I think the one weird round was maybe having Jane predict
Alright, looks like a B split.
Naf trying to op on B. And taking that wide high duel.
Dangerous.
I mean, he's not really up to deal with fighting anyone here yet.
No, he's not.
He knows the red flag was there. There's actually someone in the apartments, and so that's enough to put the fear in Liquid here.
Complete ramp control, and now it's just a
Lit crossing over on catwalk.
I wonder how they take
will have missed this timing. Patsy's pushed all the way through T-spawn, and so Liquid know this isn't the A play. Mir should be a dead man, caught on the fullback, not the way you wanted this to start. For VP, they now know that Liquid have got the info. Liquid have pushed that deep, they know what's happening, so they're going to try and change it on the fly. They're going to try and outmaneuver Team Liquid. This is kind of wild. Fast up through the connector. Patsy is here on the ramp side, and he drops the bomb out in the open. Players getting caught in rotation, but James needs this kill, and he's not going to get it. Virtus Pro can't win this, and Liquid take the CT side without dropping a round in OT.
You could have justified Patsy full flanking there at 30 seconds. The fact that he gets that kill on Mir and resets T-spawn is so mad, but because VP bail from that B hit, it works out perfectly.
I think the problem is that we have VP over here in the studio close to us. I think once they saw the player push B app, someone called out 3B. And I'm not sure why that call was made. They weren't 3B, and I think that's what delayed the hit. But by the time they were actually wanted to go, when Mir died, they started going. That's when they were actually, I mean, even 4 players B. So some miscommunication there from the side of VP. Now they need to be flawless on the CT side.
Not easy, but they did get 9 rounds in reg. However, this is a very different game.
Basically seeing the same kind of spread for a default on Liquid side.
They want these fights in middle. I'm going to get them for free. James has opened the round in a 5v4 for Virtus Pro. They could at least get this mid exchange, right? They've got the room they were looking for. A man down, but at least something to show for it here. Gonna start to cross in behind the smokes. Kindar likes to do it. He's got support as well. Him and Patsy taking this space while Naf is just holding. He will get given a fight here. A dink down range, but one that Naf wins out. He's returned that man advantage now into neutral ground. 4v4 as they make their way up for the A split.
Split timing is everything, and he's playing it on a very thin line right now. He'll get one, but Yakinda trading at 30 seconds. They come through the util. OC still checks it. What a peak for OC. That might be the game-winning kill at this point. Fame is still out in front of the smoke. At 20 seconds, he's going to try and drop that bomb and throw this round into disarray. Keep VP living on, and he will. Pulls a nade. Little dangerous, but it might just be okay for Fame as time expires. Yakinda goes running. He cannot win this round. VP find one more at least.
That was a little weird.
And it's James v. Yakinda at the end, and James wins it to time. It's poetic, isn't it?
What was that from OC though? Why is he just...
Yeah, why not the short
They
part?
smoke so he can, there's a player can be there. Like, well, what was Liquid doing in a 3v2? Why aren't his teammates at least decide where you want to plant and then cover him? I think maybe Nap was supposed to cover CT for him, but there was timing there. I don't know. That was very strange, and
I think OC just got caught
a
little
lot
too
of frustrating rounds
high.
for Liquid in some
I
of
think
these
he was just
clutches.
trying to do the
Liquid frustrating
side of triple
rounds.
so that
I
they
don't know
can
what you're
get cover
talking
control.
about.
They still have two more chances. That's what they're telling themselves, right? Two more.
A second opening kill in a row for James. They saw him. They know he's here. They can spam him out. Yakinda will hunt that kill. James.
I can't believe James still hanging around.
He's trapped by the molly. No getting out now. They won't clear him. Watch this.
Oh my
God.
Ah!
The game just plays differently for James. He gets fights no one else has access to. And so now,
How about a third?
ready for the swing out through Palace. James, who's already had his fill, might need to be hungry for more here. Nap with the back.
Don't pause me. Don't pause me like this,
Backstab, but James got
Still
smooth
alive.
moves. He's still alive. They've tried and
fuck
failed
is
to get
that?
him 3 times over. Now a nade's come in. That's another one. Another attempt at James' life.
Oh, they're full stacking right now.
Swing
It's
of
a
the king.
full
You better not
commitment
miss.
Oh,
Swing
but
of the
VP does
sword,
better.
and his merry men will come for you. James finds a third kill. And he is still in this round. Mir goes through the smoke once again. And it's Naf in a 1v3.
Please don't make this
Or
a
VP
double
bordering
overtime.
a second overtime
don't.
here on map 2. Nothing to do for Naf, and playing passive won't get you any merit. VP are not hunting this kill. They are waiting for you to expire on time. Naf will walk into this AWP, and VP will take 17. Unless James got 4 kills.
Doing his best Castro impression,
I was
surviving
about
all
to
those
say, man, yeah,
assassination
plays him like a
attempts.
Fidel, right? Like craziness. Absolute craziness.
Liquid coming from NA being the CIA, obviously all makes sense. We come back full circle.
How, man, like, it is
one,
madness.
yeah, you just knew.
And like, once again, you know, it's because you've seen James just fight you through calm. What's the thing you expect him to do the least? Sit in the exact same corner and wait with the CZ. But that's what he did. We all saw it. Liquid, one more chance. That's what Daps is going to be reminding them here. One more chance to close this out.
We're better than this.
Yeah. Deny a second OT.
Not. Group of drama. As VP want to pull this one back and lock Liquid into the mid.
The worst thing is they had the most, like something simple, like an A execute, like just maybe have like good success, you know, with VP playing, really giving them the site and then being a little bit too slow on the retakes. Like you could get the bomb down, find yourself in a good situation if you're Team Liquid.
Yeah.
One more
This is
chance.
not a default though. This is a different strat, different pull up. Great double kill, good entry.
Now all anyone's thinking is, okay, let's not mess this up.
But yeah, mirror all the way up mid. I mean, James hasn't seen any presence into ramp.
Potentially about to mess.
He's not even worried about that. He's just holding for the palace, and right now they're giving up B.
This is hang on, it's getting weird. It's getting weird in the forest.
Does Mir get cleared? Who clears Mir? No.
No,
you're crazy.
Now Mir waits. Now Mir keeps waiting. Now Mir keeps waiting. Now surely,
They clear it.
They clear it. They find him, and it might all be for naught.
Oh my fucking god.
And Liquid, they do manage to shave off VP. They keep him at bay, and they take us the distance.
Look at that fucking gamer head on that curly ass hair, or that fluffy ass hair. That bitch is deflated in the middle. That bitch is deflated, bro. That's a mad ass you in that hair. Wow. Yeah, bring the strap book out. Bring the strap book out. Time for some more ideas, bro. We got about a few minutes until I was gonna play a game of Valorant before the next series, but now that this is gonna be a best of 3, we'll see, because it's probably gonna start immediately straight after into what I'd assume this next game, Cloud9 EF, C9 EF, and then this will probably be starting, give or take, if it finishes around 120, it's gonna be about a 40-minute game, so that'll be about 1:30 start time or end time, minimum. I would say 1:30 till about 1:40. That's when this match will end. But I don't think Complexity 9 is gonna start until about like 1:45, like 2. If I'm saying 1:30 latest, probably 1:50, 2 o'clock. What the fuck?
There is a ARG that I was doing research for an upcoming video. And at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for a live stream. So, okay, there's a spike. I see it now.
This is where the fun begins.
No, hold on. Nick, I appreciate that. Thank you, Nicholas, so much. Wow. That's really cool. I haven't even done anything yet. Save your money, please. Nicholas Ellis is the first ever super chat. Congratulations! Of all time on Wendigoon. So thank you, Nick. That means a lot.
And so it begins.
I don't know what to say. I feel so humbled. Thank you. Anyway, downloaded everything, and nope, stop, you guys. No. I saw the David. Stop, guys, stop. Okay. No. Okay. You all are too sweet. I greatly thank you, David. Thank you, guys. I will turn off the donations right now. Stop. Let me do.
Okay, this is humbling, cute, but like, it's just him rejecting people's money.
Maybe he will try to make the fire and something like this. I will try to survive and cut the trees and stuff like this.
I'll start sleeping for sure at this time. And he wake up and eats something. That's his work.
Of course, we want to go to playoffs, and if things will go on our way, the best thing will if we win this tournament.
We are not looking at the other teams. We just want to win everyone and win this tournament. And it's the last tournament in CSGO. Maybe it would be nice to win the last one in this game.
We're the best campers because we're good as a team.
No. Good campers because they are very passive. Hee hee.
Where there's a will, there's a way, and I guess Liquid will take this one in overtime. Last round of regulation got kind of wild, then the last round of overtime also got pretty crazy. This is a wacky game of CS, Jason.
Yeah, it was. Actually, I wanted to say I'm very pleased with the resilience of Team Liquid, all things considered, when you think that overtime was forced, a little bit of a comeback there at the end, but also the 2 1v1s they lost in the first half back-to-back, they probably could have given up 4 or 5 times in that game.
Well, we did say they needed 2 things coming into this map. They needed a good start, which they managed to get a 5-0 start to kick things off, 6-0 in the second half. They need the Yekandar to come online as well. He told frags, Patsy's joining him as well. The opening kills were sublime for it. So that's what we need to see. That one team, 1-2 punch towards the connector, especially Patsy was looking very good. And yeah, great overall performance. Liquid are back.
I'll tell you what though, a 5-0 start into a 6-9 half, it's not ideal. No, it's not fun to have. That's not fun to have. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Are you worried about Liquid at all going forward?
No, I think I am. If anything, I'm echoing the sentiment of Jason that it was a reassuring.
I'm gonna be back in a moment.
Performance from Liquid. The
10 minutes.
could have been a lot worse. We saw how that overtime was taken control of immediately by Liquid, and you know, VP, they're no slouch on Mirage, so it was an impressive feat, a good victory.
And I mean, if we're talking about Yekinder as a fragger, we can also talk about Yekinder as an IGL, because once you get to that second overtime against the likes of VP, we have some of these deep rounds with 25 seconds left, and it's mid-round calling versus mid-round calling, and we all think James got Yekinder in his pocket, but actually Liquid got away with it. Last round is a good example. Mir's pushed up top mid, he gets cleared out. Yeah, that's psychological game one there.
That top mid clear was something special. It hurts. That was nice, yeah.
There's one thing I love more than Counter-Strike, and that's PowerPoint presentations. Chad, you've made a very special one for us, haven't you? You've been doing a lot today.
Yeah, I was really excited to see Daps in the server. It's other screen. The the one here on the right.
Though.
So hopefully there it is. Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
So Daps was meant to be playing. So I wanted to make a PowerPoint presentation to answer the question. Who is Daps?
Oh, the mirror
It's a big question that everybody wants to know.
You've got a PNG of Daps as well, transparent image, it's perfect.
I don't even have some watermarks on it, so I'm not going to get in trouble. And then, okay, so here he is. Here's the man himself. This is Daps. This is Daps. Now, you probably have some questions. His name is Damien Steele, a.k.a. Daps.
That was your Kinder's porn name when he wanted to be a porn star.
Yeah, from last season. Now, he's 30 years old, or years young, born on July 28. And we know around here, people love their bloody star signs. It means he's a Leo. So,
but what does that mean?
It means,
what
does that mean? He's a leader type, as we can see right here. And you know what that means?
Like
AKA the perfect for being a coach. So that's great for Daps here. Also, guess what? Bloody Canadian.
Wow.
Really wanted to point that out for everybody at home.
What a flip.
Coming up next, we've got the illustrious NA career of Daps. Look at all these teams he played for. Now, we need to do this one quite quickly.
This is going back to 2012.
CSGO, Chad? Or?
This is just CSGO. Yeah, this is back in 2012 here with Dynamo Gaming. But thank you, Liquipedia. Just wanted to point that out. Here you can see all the teams he's played for, that he's coached for. Right, you can see here he did a bit of coaching back in NRG days. Then he went inactive a bunch of times, coached EG, inactive as coach, August, and then now coaching Team Liquid. So that's his career. You can see him looking over his career and the stars that have been.
Does Jason remember Conquest? Do you remember that team?
Conquest?
Shazam?
I do actually a little bit.
Yeah, me too. Like briefly, I think I remember the jerseys. Shazam was a good call.
I think that's how when they qualified to E-League under that banner, and then they got picked up by someone else. If I remember correctly.
Feels like he's done every single meaningful NA org aside from Complexity, maybe.
He joined Elevate after me, so I really, let him
Trailblazer.
I was the foundation of Daps' career, is what it was.
You made him, actually.
Anything leaping off the page here for anybody else? Or you're happy now you know what teams he played for and coached?
I feel more informed.
All right, well, next slide. This is some people Daps played with. So you can pick the faces, guys. Name the names. See if you can do that for me.
Cirque, Rush, Nitro,
Oh, look at this.
Bentet.
Yes.
Ethan.
Ethan,
yeah. Who's this?
I cannot tell who that is.
That's Fugly, correct.
There's then Mixwell,
Tarek,
Naf, Automatic, Breeze, and Edwin.
Holy shit, bro.
There are some people Daps played with throughout
Lovely
his career.
background. Again with the PNG as well.
Not all the people. I couldn't fit them all on here. But I kind of wanted Daps to be the central point here, a bit like the sun, and everybody they play with a bit around it. Because Daps is the focus of this PowerPoint presentation. Now I have a couple more slides for everybody playing at home. This next one's very important here. Look at this. You've got I'm a Pair. You've got the fist bump with Tarek. NRG times are pretty good, but Team Counter-Strike, it's a cruel bitch, everybody. As we all know, we've all played Team Counter-Strike before.
Could have been Cruel Mistress.
A bit of heartbreak. A bit of heartbreak crops in. Oh dear! Look who it is on the screen. I'm a Pet, Cirque, Stanislaw.
We've seen this play out a number of times.
We have, Jason. We have. Take a look at that. NRG adds Stanislaw, bench Daps, but it wasn't the only time, was it, Jason?
It was not. No, sir.
No,
Daps
sir.
leaving Optic as well in place of Stanislaw.
Okay, so what do we think? Cage match, Damien Steele versus Peter Yagers.
Really talking about this?
We tie the left legs together and nobody can leave.
Peter Yagers, I wasn't far off.
Yeah, I'd watch it. But here he is. The man lifted the trophy at IEM New York 2019. He had just taken Daps' place. Daps had done all the hard work. He'd done the foundation of NRG. And again, Stanislaw comes in, cuts his grass. And this is arch enemy Stanislaw. So if you wondered who Daps' arch enemy was, you now know it's Stanislaw. You got Naf. Naf's taken a bit of a look up here. He'd agree, but he's busy playing right now. And yeah, just in case Daps had to play, the final slide. This was the last professional match as per HLTV.org that Daps competed in. It was against Team 1. They lost, as you can see, and it was 503 days ago.
Who's on the roster?
Yeah, which version are we talking about?
This is Orgless alongside of Swisher, Minus, B-Wills, and Kusta.
Oh, you remember
Jason's favorite player.
Kusta.
Top fragging as usual.
Sighting, yeah.
Top percentage.
Still has potential.
Yep.
So just want to really thank HLTV.org here again. We thanked Liquipedia earlier. I want to thank HLTV.org for use of their lovely assets here in my PowerPoint presentation. But I hope this has been educational for everybody playing at home.
I'd like to add one little tidbit if I might.
Of course.
Yeah, remember too, Daps is one of the best in terms of training talent that we've ever had in North America. In a scene where no one has really stuck around to build up new talent, Daps like pretty much built that NRG roster that became EG from scraps.
Sure.
He's done that. He's done very good at finding some young hidden talent. Cirque was someone he researched when he was just an unknown Bulgarian player. He's done great work.
Yeah, not North American, of course.
Of course,
we'll move past that.
Honorary North American, you know. He didn't like lose his mind when he moved to NA, which is very possible to do.
Very true.
You know.
Yeah, most players actually do lose their minds.
He acclimatized.
Cirque kept it up quite some time.
Should we grade Chad's
Oh, that's
presentation?
like, it's a green card.
A green
system.
card.
Okay,
That's
I'd
part
give
of
We
it,
could all
right?
use a different metric.
I'll go with A-, I suppose. I would have liked a little bit more length there, but overall I had all the information. I love the animations, I love the graphics, and the research done as well. I think it was a great overall package. You'd like to leave a bit of room for improvement to A- for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't rate them too highly or else they'll get a bit ahead of themselves. I would go with an A. An A.
Yeah, an A.
Still have
Oh,
room
now
for an
we're
A+.
all using the actual grading
We just
system.
went
I
for
thought
it.
we
You
were
don't
gonna
give it-
go
I'd
with
give it-
something
I was
different.
using the SA, BC, the tier ratings. Just
Right.
the A
Yes,
tier PowerPoint.
you nailed it.
I
Yep.
would give it a 12.
12.
Yeah, out
That's
of
a pretty good
14.
number, isn't it?
Yeah, 12 out of 14, I think. So there's room for improvement.
All the different scales here.
Yeah.
What do you give him, Matt?
What have you got?
I'll go with the B+.
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 I would
Back
have
to the
liked
school.
Again, we're back to the school one. You've got to give us a
It just
different
he got me on
metric.
track with the A-.
Yeah.
That was Henry. It just clicked with me.
Well, Matthew's known for creating his entire data sets and all of his
Yeah.
P
I mean, I
values
have
and
to take
everything like that,
inspiration,
so
all the
Very
efforts
true.
in there.
For him, it's not complex enough.
Exactly.
But he's
Well,
also,
if any of
he
us were
was
left
never mind.
disappointed by Chad's performance, which hopefully people weren't, he's actually got something else up his sleeve for us.
Oh.
We saw G2 taking on Vision. They did beat them in a 2-0 fashion, so we've got a few words courtesy of JKS. Let's roll it.
Kyle Savage, the pride of Australia, member of G2 Esports, just taking on Vision. Justin, fill us in. How did that match go?
It's pretty good. First map was a bit shaky. I think we just needed a bit of time to get in the groove, but yeah, second map was pretty clean.
Was it what you expected going up against Vision? Hard to do prep against an opponent like that?
No, I think actually our prep was really good, and I think they did exactly what we thought they were going to do. It's just we fucked up some rounds on CT side on Ibis, and yeah, I think the connection between the sides wasn't really there, and yeah, I think we sorted it out on CT side on Inferno, so yeah.
You were having a good game, mate. What did you have for breakfast?
I think I had the smoothie from the place you told me was good.
A Dr. Juice protein charge.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, well, I probably shouldn't be giving out a sponsor plug right there. Okay, so map number 2, a little bit easier. Your map choice, no dramas. Your opponent coming up next. Who do you think it's going to be?
I have no idea. Who was it?
Well, they're still playing right now. I'm kind of asking for a prediction. You're playing against the winner of Virtus Pro and Liquid.
Probably VP, right?
They won the first map.
It was good chance, I guess.
Any other comments for the people at home, all the Australians staying up watching you play?
That was great. Thanks for the support. See you in Sydney.
Bang. Thank you very much.
See you in Sydney, baby. When they go back.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Ah, fucking B streams. It's always just B streams there, so what the fuck is this?
What's up, gang? It's the Security Czar with another security review. This time, it's of my man, 50 Cent. Hey, yo, 50! 50 was on stage performing in Chicago when this happened. Great response from this protector. Applause for being willing to put your body in between danger and your client.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, it's just a bodyguard doing his job, right? Like, you get paid to do that shit. But I get it. It's not for everybody, right? But if you're gonna do that and you're gonna have that as your job, I mean, one of your main goals is to protect your fucking client.
Virtus Pro burned down the longest candle you've ever seen to a 3-map series with OT included and maybe more in store. We head to Anubis, where Liquid picked the T side after winning knife round and looked to bounce back in a series. Some didn't expect anything from Liquid, and some didn't even expect their full roster.
Why the
But
fuck
Patsy
does
landing
Flit look so
on
weird?
location just in time for this matchup, and now Liquid are here all the
Like,
way.
he looks like he's just like 2 tones lighter. Or is that Fame? Might be Fame.
Who do you think has the advantage on this map?
I think it's Fame.
What is Virtus Pro good at?
Saving.
Okay. What is Liquid good at?
Anubis! I'm always happy to watch a fucking Anubis match. You guys already know. I love Anubis. I've already mentioned it in this map. Or in this stream already. Anubis all the fucking time, bro. All the damn time.
Sometimes execute heavy pistols with a lot of
But I don't
utility
play
for the
CSGO.
keys.
Double molly to heaven into back sight and con.
Everyone's rolling here in the A-bomb site. Kinder's probably dead, getting chased down. Even the boat can't protect him. Nice take from Naf, getting aggressive in the post plant gives Liquid some room, and they know it's a heavy flank from VP.
They don't know it's all flank though.
Still, they're really deep. At the time that OC learns about him, when he turns, they're already out. Now Rainwaker's trying to hold the fort long enough for Nafly to make his way back around on this flank, out through middle, spotted in camera. He kind of wants this, but doesn't need to keep fighting it once they leave him alone. They've tapped on the bomb. One kill out of Jane. Just getting toyed with by Nafly, just getting played with by Naf. That's the end of the line for old mate Jame. And so Team Liquid will be the ones to win the pistol.
Yeah, it looked weird because Fame, who was on A behind all that utility, just got a kill through the smoke. Then your Kinder dies on the flank, so you're like, wow, this is actually, VP's doing this easily, but a couple of kills from Naf in the A bomb site turned it all around. I think what I was going for, Harry, when I was asking you the question was, VP is very good at slow pace, Counter-Strike default, right? Like taking map control, which is great for Anubis T side. And Liquid is very good at aggression on the CT side, right? Being proactive. But Anubis just as a map makes that more difficult. So innately on a map like Anubis, with the styles that the teams have, VP should have a slight advantage.
Well, this is awkward. I thought you were asking for one-word answers, so now I feel like I woefully underperformed.
No, it's alright. I wanted to educate you, but it seemed like you weren't really willing to learn. So,
no, I'm willing. I'm ready.
There's a lot of students like that.
Well, I'm not one of them, Yanko. Put me down on the good boy list. Here's Rainwaker, waiting for this smoke to fade, but a nasty surprise on the inside, like a...
But they don't retrieve the gun there.
Out of date Easter egg.
There you go, that works. Thank you very much, Hugo. And now Yakindar has retrieved
But you do have
this
damn near
Galil.
3-stack onto the site.
4-on-4 to go upgrade his gun, get off the Mac 10. Now they go a little more lax on this A control.
Oh, that's a jiggle. That's not meant to be a kill.
Nice pickup.
That's not meant to be a kill. And there's more. Patsy finds Flit in mid. Norbert had a mare last map, 9 kills, and we all remember him jumping under in that last round. So eyes on him here if he's going to be the dark player on the CT side. A lot of pressure for Norbert to pick it back up because he had a good opener.
And I think the main problem for VP on Mirage was, well, down 5-0 in the first half, 6-0 in the second half. For them to get it into OT took pretty much everything they had. And, you know, not a good start here to also lose the pistol on Anubis. We'll see. This team Liquid lineup, I feel like this is a, I don't know, I don't want to say a pretty big tournament for them because, you know, CS2 is around the corner. Is it really a super big tournament for anyone?
5 minutes ago, CS2 tweeted, "What are you doing next Wednesday?"
Oh boy. Would be banter if they just released the game on like the first day of playoffs. Like you just had to port it and then everyone just had to play the playoffs. Oh god.
It would be kind of sick, honestly. I'm down.
Hey, FaZe would win.
Yeah.
With Robs.
Yeah, actually,
twist.
that's true.
7 days till Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's just a bait tweet, though, isn't it? They're always bait.
Yeah, but I was going to say, you know, for Team Liquid, a couple of disappointing results. Sure, early days, completely new lineup, picking their IGL, but it's been a lot of L's in there. And some games that maybe you would have, you know, hoped to win, regardless of all those things, considering the lineup that you have. So I think here, just getting some good wins on the board for them to just get a little bit of confidence. I mean, sure, I can get behind that everyone on the team buys into, okay, we need time, it's fine, there's no pressure for results at this moment, but still, if you're just constantly losing games, even though you're learning from them, that's doesn't account for a good environment, you know, for a good atmosphere and whatnot. So just getting a couple of wins where you're like, okay, you're seeing signs of progress, you're seeing signs that things are going well and that some of the, you know, concepts you have about the game are correct and they're working. That's all you need. Because they didn't make it out of the play-in in Cologne. They got 2 good wins in Blast to open up their campaign, only to lose in the games that actually mattered, and then they went into the showdown, and then in the Gamers 8, I think they lost. They played Ants in the first round, and they just lost straight away.
Yeah, you know, they say you're either winning or you're learning, but Liquid have learned that there is kind of a limit to how much learning is possible. Eventually, you got to start picking up some wins.
All those learnings need to translate into some wins.
Yeah.
If you're actually learning stuff.
If you're just learning and not winning, eventually that learning just turns into losing. Liquid right now have nothing on the horizon like that. They're 3-0 up. That's a sentence.
I'm just laughing at Yanko's reaction. Ooh, Patsy.
Oh my god.
Patsy. Any more from the Pac-Man? 2 kills to the good. Another from Patsy. He Pat saw, he Pat came, he Pat conquered. There you go.
No, that did not work. That was not good.
That was good. I think it was good.
That was fine. That was acceptable.
Yeah, that was not a good joke though.
Nice. Sick entries from Patsy. The quick routing through VP's mid smoke as well to drop dark. And they were not ready for that pace. Goes through Team Liquid's own dark smoke.
Just like Mark Anthony conquered Egypt back in the day, Harry.
That's
Patsy conquered the B-bomb site.
How many more, like, do you think we could just fill this with historic? We've already done a couple of history.
I didn't know his name was Mark Anthony.
And luckily enough, there's plenty of history to go back on.
Oh! And the good part about history is we're never running out. We're always making new history.
True.
We might not always be making more future. It could stop. There'll always be past.
Cheers, man. Thank you for that.
Anytime.
But there really isn't a now.
No, yeah, there isn't. Now is constantly, like, just refreshing and depleting.
It's the potential future turning into the happened past.
Wow. This is crazy. So if this was like a math formula,
these were great
break it
mushrooms.
down?
Thanks for those.
Yeah, no worries.
I didn't know you can order those.
There's some aubergine on the side as well, man. Yeah, dig in.
I love what you've done with the pasta.
But this is like so reminiscent to Mirage for VP. I mean, just the first gun round goes down. I mean, this is actually even worse than what happened on Mirage because it just caught off guard really by the pace of Patsy. Gets 2 quick entries, fast B round, and good call, I guess, from Liquid really with some of the Mag 10s that they've had just to go for it. And you were talking about Norbert and Dark, and you know he also had his head blown off by the Mag 10.
Slow default for Liquid. We'll see if VP bite. Not the team that I'd expect are going to come in with a lot of aggressive plays and flash pushes and space to take, and so they have to really rely on good setups in bomb sites. With only one man on A, that's easier said than done. Fame has support from Mir, but no utility. I'm sure Triple B. But look at the room given to Liquid in mid. Will they take it? VP have to be very careful. I feel like CT sides on this map might be hard for this team, but they're getting aggressive. They're taking some real estate. Ooh, Jane with an opener as well. That'll free up a lot of room. Flick can even cover mid.
There's still a way into this world for Liquid. If you can get this mid control, it's a really nice, you know, kind of launching platform to begin one of these splits. It's gonna look to fall in their favor with no one here to challenge it from VP. Now the util starts to stream in over the top. The problem they're gonna have is that they don't have main, and it currently harbors 2 players from VP. So even they get ready for one of them, are you ready for both? Fame makes contact first, and they know that James Orp was there.
Now they won't know. Only because of that play.
Yeah, Mir creeping up. Nails him on the backstab. Now they've learned about him. And OC's got to go back. Trying to flush him out of main. Mir's looking to waste time. Lands a dink, but still falls out of the round. It's left to Rainwaker in the 1v3. All dropped in front of him. Molly falls in, and he knows there's no win in this one anymore. He is out of there.
I feel like when I watch VP, I watch rounds I've never seen before and never will again.
If VP ever need a player, I think they should pick up Rainmaker. He's right down there, right up their alley. What do you mean, Hugo, by
just
that?
clean your eyes, Bubba.
Just the weird way.
Setup?
Yeah, like no, not even the setup. The A main take is nice, right? Liquid get a lot of room. Firstly, they come all from middle, but then Mir, completely unexpected. I don't know, it just feels weird, Yanko.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's strange, you know, they do a lot
because you want to act like a baby.
Calculated risks, late
because you want to act like a
some of
baby.
the stacks. Which I think it's a good thing, really.
Keep Liquid guessing, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know what, then when you're coming into a site and you see a name and you're like, okay, but Mir can be there. But, well, why would you think a B player can be there?
Who's the baby now?
You can't get, you get a little bit paranoid about who else can be on the site.
You're in trouble, Mir.
He's given himself a window to get out, but it's the cross back wide that gives Yakindar that angle. It's a free kill over in mid. Mir made to feel uncomfortable. VP now having to adjust as they pull a 3rd man over towards A. That leaves the B hold solo on the back of Norbert.
Dog, I'm not even touching you.
Oh, but will it? Never mind, VP. They're all where they need to be. They're all in the right place.
I mean, that second smoke A main is actually going to convince Liquid maybe to go A, because it's going to pass in around 10 seconds, a little bit less, and the timing is there for them to execute. And they're thinking that's just the extra smoke, and they're going to rotate over towards B.
This time is... Oh my god.
Oh dear.
They still have a smoke on A, boys. This is getting a little bit uncomfortable
That's how it goes,
now.
dog.
There's no way they win this, surely.
He's full blind. Great
This is the
flash.
name of the
Orb
game,
hits.
dog.
James gets back, but he's got to worry about the mid split. They line up. He takes a second. James a 3rd bullet that will not connect, but Flit's headshot will. And there is simply no time. Naf needs a cover, and Patsy provides. Norbert saving, or at least making them think he is, as he pokes his head back in for the 1v2. He's got a man alone in the site.
Good.
Finding around the edge of this smoke, he does get inside. And then there's the orb to worry about. Naf dead. Norbert now with nades. And this bomb ticking, but plenty of time. The pressure is on Patsy, and he provides, again, 3 kills off of the young Russian as he takes the round for Team Liquid.
That's it.
That's wild. I mean, you know, VP were on the back foot just in terms of the manpower, right? But they had everything else going their way. You're getting a last-second push, having that like ability to kind of thin it out with the util to try and make life awkward there. Jaime even opens up with a double kill over towards main, but quick thinking on the main wrap and great cover from Patsy is just the difference maker there on that round. So a little awkward for VP. They got given exactly what they were looking for, and now it's from bad to worse here as Flit falls in the opener of this round at dark. Norbert, who tried to scavenge that gun, is also fed to the wolves. Thankfully, Fame's put up something, but the calls are desperate. That rotate in through mid is fast, and it runs dry into OC's orb.
Yeah, this
Fame
is
started this round with a double.
not
He
too
might
bad
have
of
to
a
be the
round,
guy
though.
to lift VP onto his back and do it all solo here. Still in at the back of the site, and on that smoke fade, he's dead to Yakindar.
This would be mad impressive. Like, I'm definitely not going to jump the gun at 6-1 T-side Anubis for Liquid, but if this keeps up, if they take a dominant win against VP on this map, VP have tried to make a mainstay of their roster, of their pool rather, that would be very impressive for Liquid, given how this game started, how lost they looked on T-side Inferno. Losing rounds of time, losing 5v3s.
Oh wow, Yakinder, what a great entry into that whole round.
Have warmed up into this series. Naf and Yakinder hitting heads. Patsy coming through with a clutch. OC had a great Mirage. Might all be happening here for Liquid.
Bless you, Harry.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think it's still, you know, VP had their chances in this half so far, but still a lot of CS to be played. You know, their loss bonus is going up. We're going to see them with another buy here, interestingly enough. 3 M4s from us. No kits.
Yeah, it's a
Not
safe
on
map
Jane.
anyway.
Yakindar with a Tech 9.
It's true. Do they expect this buy? There's a chance they don't. That's why we're just seeing an instant A. I think so. It's only Fame here. He does block. They'll molly him. He's got to reposition. Moving now as Liquid get closer. This position is good as they line up. Does a lot of damage to Patsy. The orb runs through. No way OC hits that. That's a very quick shot from the AW. And down under, James looking through the smoke. We're going to start to cross in. The util's been solid on these A attacks. There's no doubt about it. VP are just pushed off completely. And a plant is allowed. You could justify a save right here. There is no kit.
And Flint, who actually has some
Where is
utilities on the flank.
Yeah, that's doubly awkward, this one, but a util goes in over towards main. Patsy dead inside of the site. Now with that main smoke coming in, you don't think that VP are going to have someone flanking from here, and so Flit comes as a real nasty surprise there. Good bit of trickery from VP, forces that AWP to reposition. OC was faced with the decision, does he keep holding main, an angle that's just been smoked off, or does he go and help his teammates while he still has time to commit through the smoke? He goes with the latter and ends up getting backstabbed. So VP find a way to make that work. They used the limited util they had, the one smoke, to cook up something there in that 4v4.
That was also a nice initial reposition from Fame and counter utility.
Stan doesn't want anyone to hear what he's saying or read his lips.
That's pretty wild. Reminds me of the NFL. The players, when the coaches put their, you know, call cards over the mouth.
That's interesting. Is he actually really just trying to hide what he's saying?
I don't think. I mean, that would be wild to me, especially.
Look, he's sending it.
I know, but they're also talking Russian, not.
Oh, yeah, but he was so involved just then, though, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. That seemed.
Maybe he's saying some bad words.
Yeah,
Doesn't want like the Russian community to be like.
Someone will understand it.
I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll get someone to ask them about it. Well, let's see now. Yakinda really loving the Tech 9. Back on it again.
Could have bought. Literally could have bought an AK if he just had one less flash.
And Rainmaker could have dropped it for him.
Okay. Okay.
6-2 though. Not really as a lot of
So,
util on
like VP doing
VP
it,
side.
Just expecting one of your teammates to die first.
But also just not a lot of money. You're having to force two people who don't have any head armor.
Getting the call after the timeout from VP.
And you're committing Norbert with the AK with no head armor? I mean, yeah, better chances too, right? But like,
They have worse positions this time. No one in the bomb site.
I guess it doesn't really matter when you're facing T's, no matter what, one shot AK,
Rainmaker is
headshot.
very low as he approaches.
But Yakinda.
As it blooms in the smoke.
Huh.
Mia gets put down to just 12. This is a 5-on-5 right now, VP. Got to make up your mind.
yeah, imagine a lot's going to be weighted around this first interaction, and with Nafly winning it, the trade is immediate. That's going to keep VP's attention up on this retake, keeps them interested in it. Patsy's wrapped close. He should have one here on the plate, but it's another immediate
That's pretty good
trade.
still. 3-on-3
Nothing
situation,
is
about
giving in
halfway
this retake
take,
yet.
going into a third, into a fourth.
And VP still up to commit
never
to
mind.
it. Another kill found. Yakinda
But-
back in main. They're having it up and leave
Wow.
this. Norbert
Wow.
Too late.
found the kip just too late over towards
What
camera.
else were you
And so
saying?
Yakinda takes it to
Go back to
time.
gamepad, dog.
Liquid hit them with a repeat, a rerun of that
was just
same
tough.
strat.
That's
This
just
time
tough
they
on how
make
you
it
can keep
work.
Yakinda
Nothing
alive
worse
that
than
whole
when your
situation
kick
and
drops at the back and you're
just
already
gets the
past
AK.
it. Yeah, you can return for the kip. You run out of time by that point. There's no winning it. VP get the kills, but it's just too late.
That's dirty,
And,
dog.
yeah, who knows? Yakinda could have easily put up a 1v2 there if they went for it anyway with his post-farm position.
I like this call though from Team Liquid after the timeout, right? VP wins a round against an execute, take a timeout because they've been struggling with some of the other things Liquid was doing towards Dark, towards B, and then you just repeat the call. I think that was a great job from Team Liquid.
Oh yeah, middle exists. Liquid go back to it.
Somehow VP always has money to buy.
I got 2 more minutes, dog, and then you get off my table.
Save better.
Come on, come. Come on.
This whole time, it feels like they've been waiting for this eventual B hit. And this might finally be the round
Come
they're
on.
given that. But Liquid, when they go for these defaults, they were always leaving the options open, right? Rainwaker's still hanging around outside of A. And now there's a smoke in at Temple. This might be the A-wrap on the cards out of Team Liquid, leaving VP high and dry. Only one man to defend, even though they're starting to shuffle bodies around now. They do decide against it. Norbert goes back towards B, and so it's just Jame. With him falling, that one kill out of Mir, once again, probably keeps them interested enough to float around here.
Oh,
Takes it out
wow.
into heaven, and Fame's added another one on in the meantime. That push through main rewards him. Norbert continues racking up kills, and now it's left to Yakinda. Nade rains in, not all the damage. Yakinda on for something, but Mir puts a stop to it.
They don't react to that util at all. He smokes the molly in heaven, implying he's going to come through. And Liquid are clearing A main. They're so scared that they never look heaven. Sure, there can be a crossfire. There can definitely be a main player. You know, with VP, you don't always get what you want. You know, it could be a bait, but he just goes swinging out. He does it twice, and no one even looks heaven.
I think that's what Norbert brings to this team.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little bit of that X factor and just going for it, right? Like playing a little bit more YOLO. You could see in that previous round, the 5v5 retake, it's so slow. It takes so much time, and then they just run out of time to defuse the bomb. And here, he's just like, if he dies, then they can just save. But if he gets something done, then they can actually win the round.
Well, that's what they wanted for Chiron, right, in this team as well. But never quite materialized in the same fashion. No one saw that. Oh, but backside now, they're coming at him, but smoked down by VP, and he shoots through. VP trying to recover the half in the dying light.
He's top fragging this map for his team.
Okay, dog.
I mean, his CT on Inferno
You are
was
gone. Come.
unbelievable. The amount of you know,
Come.
he had like 2 1v4 rounds on A, where his team
Good,
ate,
buddy.
and he would multi-kill both times. He was solid in pit. Mirage, yeah, dropped the ball, but
I
Good to see
can't
you,
say he really dropped the
little
ball
Bubba.
on Mirage. I think he just didn't really
Okay,
see.
back to actually fully
a lot of
focusing on
action.
this because goddamn that dog
Not
took up
much
all
he
my
could really
attention.
do.
be anchoring a lot, CT.
Yeah.
Which notoriously is the most fun role in the game, right? Like, oh, dude, I hate it. Anchor and B on Mirage.
I also
Honestly,
love-
real shout out to the people who do it. Like,
I love playing B Mirage.
yeah.
Because I feel like, I mean, in PUBG, everyone also hates it, but I think it just misplayed a lot of the times.
It really
Like,
is.
It can actually be pretty fun if you're just more aggressive and trying to, like, take caps or something. You can actually be very influential.
Oh,
What's happening?
my
What? 10
God.
seconds, but the bomb's not here. What a waste.
Oh.
Still nice shots. VP won't come for this. They've learned their lesson.
This is huge for the economy.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, 2 guys now need to.
It's a crazy
draw,
ass crosshair for
messes
Norbert.
up the money for a lot of
That's
people.
clean. That was just a clean Zoe crosshair.
So this could really
I think that's Zoe.
play a big role down the line, potentially.
Two guns in this round. That's it for Liquid. Should be VP picking up some steam.
Of course, that's all they have.
VP managed to sort of salvage this half, really.
You don't got no
looked like it
vaccine
might get out of
anymore.
hand. Now
I
they're in
am
a
only
position
Armenian.
even
Bro,
Okay,
he's
so
literally
Liquid
like
is full buying here
what,
with these
March,
2
April,
guns.
May, like 3 months older than me, but he looks like he's like
Their money because
he's
of the
3 months
save
older
would
than
have
me,
been
but he
pretty
looks like he's
bad
like 4 years.
in the next round, so they sort of have
Like
to
I thought this man was like
commit
legitimately
here and
like
try to make something happen.
I don't know, like
3
24,
Tech 9s with utility
like
and
3
2 rifles,
years,
so let's see
but
what
you
they
know,
have in store for
24,
us.
25.
little slower.
I'm actually very surprised that Norbert's only
This is
21
again the
or 22
same
now.
on the T
I
side,
don't know what my
right?
own
Now
age,
you're
bro.
forced into this position instead of maybe just ecoing and then going for the 4.4k buy or, you know, plus frags in the next round. Meanwhile, you have a 3 Tech 9s, 2 rifles, which if you lose 7-5, then you have to eco 7-6. Even if you plant, it's Tech 9 half buy. And all of a sudden, the half which was looking so amazing for you
Good flash pop in.
isn't so great anymore.
Yeah, suddenly it's like a 1-round game.
Not really a lot to go off
quickly,
on this
you know,
round.
catching up
It's
to
just a
you.
nice,
VP could still
nice
go on to
simple
another
hold
half,
on
which is
mid.
crazy.
And this is what VP
For
does
Team
to you.
Liquid,
Like, it's
not a lot
going
of
so
control
great, and all of
from
a sudden,
VP.
like,
They've kind
you're
of taken
on
out
calls
from
and
other
the game is
areas.
close. It's like,
They don't
how
have a
did
lot
it
of main
come to
control, but
this?
they're holding for bottom con.
happened?
On B,
How did we get here, you know?
giving
Yeah,
up
like, that
and
is
laying,
literally how
who
you
was
feel.
that anchoring? Norbert?
And man,
But
you know,
you're
that's how
doubling
even,
up
like,
on the A
outside
main
perspective
presence.
is. You can't imagine what it's like inside.
Which
the,
I expect in about next
All
10
right,
seconds or
Norbert.
so, they're going to start applying
his
more
moment. He's
pressure,
gonna have
or
to
they're
here.
going to do fast rotates off of A because they're not getting any
mind.
info there. But they do hear the...
He's backed off, so that's going to be a B
Yeah,
retake here.
and the A
In
main
the
players already
5v4
pop out. I
4v4
wonder
here.
how Ringwaker
Jame
deals with
drops
these two,
in.
gets the one. Get info on
It's
both.
a double ambush. It's a double ambush. And they know about both of them, which isn't ideal here. He knows that both players are down in dark. James going to try box him in. They're going to get on this bomb now. James knows this second player's coming in. They're both looking to face this. They're both looking to kill Rainwaker. They want him over and done with. They want him gone. They've chased him down. Box him into the corner. They will get rid of him.
Oh.
The kit dropped down at dark,
They
but
have
it's
more
not
than enough
needed
time.
as Flit hops on that bomb. VP lock in a 5th.
Oh, very scary for them both fighting for that, right? But they know Rainmaker can only stall it out so much in that corner. He has a good try of isolating those duels, but VP coming with another retake.
So I
on the
guess
CT
VP is
side,
just on the Logitech G Pro
building back into this
for their
half,
keyboard.
looking to win it out still. That would be mad, again, considering the lead Liquid once
How
had.
much is
They did the same on
Ringwaker?
Mirage, but at least they closed it. That 5-0
Ringwaker
start.
only has 6 kills, but
still
like
with
he's
the
been
half
so
9-6.
significant. Same thing with
This is
Patsy.
also a third
Patsy only has
timeout
13, but it's just
from
like,
VP.
wow.
Who are on the CT side, right? Like it tells you a lot of things are going
This
down.
dog's just been staring this whole time, bro. This dog has just been fucking
maybe leaving them
staring
a little bit
this
flustered,
whole
right? Like there needs some
time.
extra time
Like,
to figure out
damn,
solutions
that shit's
for
out
and
of
set
focus,
everything
bro.
up. I don't
This
necessarily.
dog has just been
I don't
focused,
love
like
it
staring
when
at me
you
this
have-
whole
when
time,
you
bro.
use in the
He
first
does
half
this
so many
all the
timeouts on
time,
your CT side
all the
because really
time.
on the T side, you need a timeout sometimes just to sort out the buy,
feel
right?
like there's,
Like
no
if you want to
color
drop guns and 20 seconds
this
just isn't
webcam.
enough. So it's going to be tough for them with only one timeout in the second half, but hey. And we see like now Liquid doesn't force. When it was only one guy alive and they could reset them,
Guys,
now
it
they go
looks
for
so,
attack
like,
9 half
sick,
by.
bro.
And I don't know if this is maybe because they see that the executes are going decent for them, so they feel they could still steal around.
Okay, I ain't got enough right now. We're just gonna go back to transitions.
You're in middle. He has a big gap made on that smoke on purpose just to cover the cross. Liquid has smoked Temple. He knows they want A. That is the goal. That is the move. Jay, they are way past that. Buddy, you are a dead man. Surely takes one with him. It's Mia who will get nothing done from his position.
Wow.
And this is
Oh,
not
but
gone
Norbert.
well. You can see
Oh,
A main and
wow.
camera. And look at the cost. Tech 9 half.
What is this? A connector CT, but they're probably gonna go save after Flit doesn't see anything.
It's all worked out for Team Liquid.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling for them.
I think that's why their decision was to just go with the half buy, because they have confidence with these opening moves, these utility heavy takes. Maybe they feel that VP isn't really doing a good job defending against that, so they don't really need the guns if they can get themselves into position. But this was also a pretty poor
Flit
hold /
Duff.
reaction from VP, all things considering. You have
Wait,
to
that's not
know,
Flit enough.
either
Is
they'll
that Flit
half
enough?
buy
Yeah.
with a lot of utility, or they're forced
Oh,
by
he's just
and
an
have
underpass.
guns and not
I
too
thought
much
he was-
utility.
yeah,
So
okay. I'm
if they spend
stupid.
so many nades at the start to take mid, you need to do something about it. You need to react.
And you can't with a
And they just left
full-size
two guys
fucking
split
keyboard, bro. It's
on A,
always
right?
just
At least
such a...
maybe try to push
Especially
out
when
the
you
mid,
see all the
maybe fall back
60
and focus
HGs.
on mid,
I was
play
thinking
the
about
retake,
going back to
but
a
they
full
didn't
size
either,
because
really, and
as
just
much
got
as I love my
sandwiched.
80%, I've always been using... I've used 80% for basically
I feel like
5
Jane as well
years.
is usually so
Oh, shit.
spatially aware.
My
I
bad,
don't normally
y'all.
see him get caught off guard by a move like that.
I've been
like just
using
the Tech
80%
9
keyboards for
having
like last
crept
5
up
years or
close,
so.
didn't-
It's been
didn't
super good.
recognize,
I've enjoyed it.
didn't
It's comfortable for
acknowledge
me.
the chance of that.
It's the
He
right
kind of
size.
felt like
60
he
is
deep
like,
cleared it
okay, now
enough,
I got the notification.
because he
I don't
kind
know
of
why I heard
swung
that
the
earlier,
angle
but
a
they show
little.
up.
And no matter how confident you are in your like keeping track
anyways.
of the economy and anything,
It's
like, there's no
perfect.
way
60
they
is
could
too
have
small for
dropped
me.
an
75
offer
I haven't
and the
tried,
way
but
the
like I
game
would
went,
try
but
maybe a
you're
little bit.
definitely, if you're Liquid, you're saying he might have an op.
Bit
because it's
more.
Jame
I've done
and
the
it's
10
VP and
keyless, you know, the
somehow,
90% 10
you know, he
keyless
always finds
and
a way,
all
even
that,
though
but
he's just on a UMP this round.
80% is where I like it, and
Just thinking
I
every round
don't
somehow
know
he has
what.
it. It's possible.
If I want to go back to full size, because when I play horizontally, I like to have that higher length. Like I basically like my keyboard to be further away from me.
Rare sighting.
But then at certain points I don't. You know, it's that mix match, and that's why I think 80% is perfect, because it's big enough where all the keys kind of have their own space and they're not like condensed like the 60%. But in the same breath,
It's kind of a weird way for this to have gotten
it's
started.
relatively small enough, even with the arrow
him and
keys and
on the MP9.
the media keys, the excessive media keys.
Norbert is all
Even with
over
all
this
of those
B-side.
added, like
Now he's got
it's
friends, now
the
he's got
frames are
support.
usually
One
like
more man in dark, but the
very
train
maybe
is
like
in
2-3 inches
immediately.
in width in length.
Now Naf's gonna fly
where
solo, fly high now.
yeah, this is unfortunate for
moves
Team
out.
Liquid anyways. But they already won throughout this
20
half, so like
seconds. No
now it's just
chance
about
for
getting
the
a few
guy
more
here.
rounds, see
No
if you can get
chance
it a
for
little bit.
Nafly. And
At least
so
onto the last round, you know.
VP
But
tightening this
80%
game up even
been
more.
comfortable, super comfortable with it, and I don't know. I miss that feel of a full-size keyboard because just like it's OG
That is
feels.
awkward. But yeah, I mean that will cost him.
But then you see like the keyboard space here,
Yeah,
right?
he needs to drop your kick.
I also just don't get why.
Hyper aware of that swing, as you said. Must have got the audio. The player gets out
Sorry, my
jail. Yeah,
throat
look at that
hurts a lot,
crosshair
so it's hard
adjustment.
to talk, and I've been
He's
talking a
aware.
lot for a minute. I also don't really get why
he steps up.
CS tournaments have been having like monitors with the regular stands that can't come with them, compared to like the Valorant tournaments. Even at VCT, they had the extension arms so that any player can kind of position it how they want. There's no like limitation. But when you're playing with like the monitor stands, like the way that it is for these CS tournaments, it's not worse. It's just I feel like you don't have that flexibility of under you. You know, you have to work around it. You have to work around a stand.
Liquid have had amazing A control all game, and now they take main with a smoke and a molly.
I mean, if you're comfortable with it, you're comfortable with it, right?
VP are just forced back into the
Partially, if I have my monitor so close to me, I don't have enough inside space to, or I used to not have enough inside space to where I could kind of have it damn near centered with my belly button. Like, I basically play my keyboard not full tilt, but like to the degree that my belly button is on one of the corners, like the far right corner, the bottom right corner, and I kind of adjust it to that because that I can kind of get a feel for. It's belly button to where I don't try to change it around too much. Sometimes I change it to the side, like to my head. But normally it's belly button connection.
To just go and roam a little bit more, hunt these kills up in the heavens, and it's all left onto Norbert. He's given us a great game. There's no fighting it. Team Liquid managed to get out of this first half with 9 to their name.
Surprising. I wouldn't say belly button all the time, but just as like a general reference point, it's basically like from the left side of my belly button, somewhere along that line, that frame. It's basically between, it's kind of closer to like where my boob is, my nipple is. It's like in the middle of my shoulder and my belly button, like a perfect center line. But enough to where my shoulder doesn't hurt trying to like play around with it, and I kind of just get a natural comfort for it, and I can lean in, pull back, still be in a good range motion. So yeah, boob, nipple, closer to my nipple.
Just brushing random stuff off it. He did not look like he gave it down.
Well, interestingly,
this is a matchup I'm very excited for. Eternal Fire, I think it's going to get 2-0'd by Cloud9, but Cloud9 is also a what the fuck right now because they're still in development. They're still working all the kinks out and making sure everything works well. And I'm also going to give them the benefit of doubt because the last tournament that they played in, I don't remember what it was, but they had Buster substitute for like the first few matches. I think it was either the first 2 matches or 3, but it just brought this little bit of when they had to come back to compete for the other matches. It's just awkward timing.
Some people, they'll never admit it.
Same thing with having Patsy come here today. It's nice to have that cohesion, but it's just like you need a few rounds to get into that cohesion. Especially after like a week of non-practice with them.
Their motor skills are, which is awesome if you can have that freedom to do that.
But yeah, I mean, for the most part, Eternal Fire, solid team altogether. No real like negatives or positives for them, you know. They are what you expect them to be, and that's the best way I would put it. New Delhi Fruit 5.
What's up, buddy? Here for the interview? Tommy, nice to meet you. I'm here for the interview. So it's a fucking tough guy I'm dealing with here. All right, let's get right into it. Who's this behind you?
We'll be interviewing as a team here. We're partners.
Team?
Partners. Yeah. We're running the interview now, not you.
Did you apply for the interview?
Clearly, I applied for the interview if I'm
No, not you.
sitting on a milk crate in front of you.
Your dumb counterpart behind you. Did he apply for the interview?
You're asking a lot of questions, buddy, and I don't know you, so I'm going to take it as a sign of disrespect.
And I think you should watch your step. Watch your fucking
Forget
step.
it, whatever. I'll interview you both. Do you have any experience working in delis or grocery stores or anything?
Frankly, it's none of your business what experience I do and don't have.
It is my business. I'm here to hire you. What are you talking about? It's literally my business to hire you.
Really getting
What
sick
are
of
you
this
talking
jerk.
about?
Excuse me, boy. Do you know where I can find the fresh fettuccine?
Hey, lady, you can't be. I'm ready to kick these two guys out. They're pissing me off. What are you doing? Breathing down my neck.
Not for nothing, boys. You should not be doing this in the
Why don't
middle
you
of
watch
the
your
aisle.
fucking mouth, Axl Rose, okay?
What?
Take a walk.
How about you take a fucking walk, take the fettuccine, shove it up your fucking ass. Get the fuck out of here.
You guys handled that with balls. We need balls. You're both hired.
Oh, fuck. Got a lot
See you
of
tomorrow.
problems. You got a lot of problems, pal. Okay?
Listen, just keep it cool, be nice to the customers. That's all I ask. I'll do my best. Who's next? Oh, this guy's the worst.
Hey, buddy, ever try something stupid again? I got my buddy here that's gonna take care of you.
Do nothing. Nothing. I don't know why do you keep coming back?
What does it matter? I just want to sing. What are you busting my balls
don't
for?
want you in here.
Believe this guy. Because
He relying on Norbert's efforts.
New York comedy.
Side AWPing now.
I'm into the sketch. It's kind of funny. It's funny. I'm laughing.
Ooh, not a bad way for this to start, is it?
Not
Jim
at all.
finding a double as he's fed on that push out through main. And so now Liquid, who get to this place by having to make an aggro, by making an aggro move on the CT side, look to make another one to try and make up for this. They're a man down, so they need info. And they think they're going to find it over here on long. They will secure the kill to Norbert. And there's no attempt at the trade made from Mir. Kindle has been waiting out behind the fountain this whole damn time. And it might finally be time for him to fight.
Oh!
Wasn't ready for it, of course. And so now the A site belongs to VP.
Yep, but they don't want it. They leave. Fame faking on a retreat. Patsy knife out, doesn't hear them in middle, and Mir runs him down. They're just confused.
I'm assuming he was getting fed some information that
Break
just
that one down for me.
covered
I
that
was going
audio.
to say, oh, 5v3 for VP. They have him right where
Because
they
it's
want
not
them,
common
and they're
that
just holding
you're
for
gonna get
regress, and
caught
then
out like
somehow
that.
Nav gets on top
Specifically.
of, or whoever, Patsy gets on top of Norbert, gets the kill. Then you see two guys going towards A, but the bomb is on middle, and the fourth player is also not close. So, I mean, if they die there, all of a sudden they're at a disadvantage. And then they had a 5v3, but luckily for them, they hit some good shots. And they
Yeah.
convert.
YouTube chat,
I was going to say, I
toxic,
think
bro.
for Liquid, it was very important to sort of win the pistol again and convert. You know, we were talking about how Anubis is a map where there's not really that much you can do in terms of aggression, re-aggression, right? You're limited in terms of options. And VP is a team that's good at punishing those sort of plays anyway. So
YouTube
what
chat
we saw
sometimes
from
be
Liquid
super
on Mirage
stupid
on their
sometimes.
CT side,
It's just like,
that was sick from Jane. I don't think the map just doesn't really allow it to the same extent get bursted.
He didn't burst. He clicked it on, off, and then he shot again.
Really?
He went click, click, and then he fired. Don't know why.
Why not, Hugo?
Because if you get peeked while you're clicking,
You got answering the question
die.
now. Some are
It just doesn't make
rhetorical,
sense, man.
really.
Some of the shit Mir's done this series it just confuses me, man. I don't know. But he's sick, so keep it up, I guess.
What a good fucking
Kindle.
placement
Who's in mid
of
play
a
when he
molly.
sees one? And that molly in the double doors, designed to give VP this room, this leverage over mid, means Kindle's got to fall back over the camera. He has missed his timing as well on the player crossing out into the window.
Oh no!
He's clearing up this wrap, this double push out of dark, and now
Now it's
Yekindar is getting
immediate
pressured.
connector pressure.
One kill from him, but he can't double up.
One kill's fine.
The whole round kind of hinged upon that.
It's better than nothing.
It's just OC left. And VP don't need to give him anything.
So they won't.
They intend on giving him something. It's just a Mac-10 in the back from Mir. So nearly a tie game, and it's about to be with the eco round looming for Liquid. This one is about to get tied up at 9-all. in less.
Shut down.
Yeah, I feel it. And also, I really liked some of the things from Team Liquid in the first half. Some of the nade combinations right towards mids to take faster control. Even the execute towards A that they had with plenty of utility. I don't think VP's approach is going to be similar. I think it's going to be more spread out around the map.
Well, they streaming for 2 hours, bro. It's fucking chill times.
I think it was just too one-dimensional. I can understand the mind games, and they think you're going to change, so you're going to keep doing the same, but...
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
There it is.
They're going to win it. Here we are, Liquid, 5v3 on the USP round. Now, everyone's nearly dead.
Another 1vX here, though.
Yeah.
They're isolating really well, and this is awkward. They won't go for the guns. But Fame is in no hurry, and Liquid think they've cleared A.
Yeah, but wait, there's noise being made. Liquid now know it's this A play. Ooh, a little bit of damage on a Fame.
They're so low, man. This is...
They are so low, that's true. Oh, another dink. Jame is now dinked as well.
It's done. VP winner.
You never know.
It should all be under control. It should be. Norbert really trying to drive that fact home, but even he dies now, so how safe is it? Yakindar now has an AK. 3v2.
I don't know why Norbert pushes up there. You take the long range duels as many times as you can over and over. But I also don't see Liquid winning this. No kit, slow down, one person's low, and they're not going to take any duels.
Oh boy, they're trying to win it to time now. That's really all they're left with. They can stop the defuse. They've got them off at least. So Fame's won the round. VP win the round.
That's
it's
okay.
all fine. They win the round. They won the round. That's what history will show.
Got away with 2 guns, 3 people alive. Less money have to be wasted.
They won the round, Harry, but I think...
Did not save any armor? No. So, I mean, 2,100 going into 3rd round. That's about 4,900 that he's going to have. Or 5,000. So, gets the A1S armor. And how do you play around that? Yuto. Always Yuto. It's always Yuto.
But no, it was.
They won the battle. It's a Pyrrhic victory, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,000.
So the money of VP going to be in a bit of a weird place as a result of that. Not right now, but it's if Team Liquid win this round.
Even right now, a couple of players have no money left. Obviously, their loss bonuses, they get 1,400 next time they lose a round. And Yakindar has 3,300 left in the bank. So even if they lose, he could buy and drop an op to OC. This is a big deal for Liquid.
Well, the bigger the deal. Didn't think of the second half of the sentence. Sometimes it just comes to you.
But now there's a victory and a true victory.
And a period, or whatever the word was you said. As a dance move. Alrighty.
We still haven't recovered. I'm still waiting for what's the deal, man? What happens when the deal gets bigger?
Oh, is that what I said?
Yeah. Simple answer would be, Hugo, the art of stealing it has to get bigger too, so let's see.
That was what I was definitely going to say. Oh, Miss Molly. It falls short. Patsy is very happy because he's double blind and he still has cover. Good nade. Patsy will not move a muscle except his itchy finger waiting to pull that trigger. Fleet's coming in. Won't check it properly.
Yeah,
Patsy
good positioning from
kill.
Patsy.
No
Great double kill from Patsy there.
For Team Liquid, 10 rounds, baby.
Whoa! Let's go, baby. Fucking boys right there.
Now that previous eco from Team
But
Liquid
yeah.
where they didn't win the round.
Only saves the $800, but still has an AK head armor in that situation. Doesn't need to really waste it. Everybody around him has great enough money, so it doesn't even matter if he is the one that's wasted. Or if he's the one that's saving. Because everybody else still gets money around him.
Everyone has at least 2,000 left in the bank. We see a double op setup. I think this is going to be great for Team Liquid. And this round basically counts for 2 if they can win it. So could get up to 12-9 in the near future.
Close in mid OC. Is he ready?
Oh
he's
no.
Ready, but
there's so many of these.
Doming him, Yakindar. Hello, playing the Heidi Smoke.
No!
Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Flit finds him. And so the winner of that game was Flit. Rainwaker.
Oh.
Firewalker, more like, as he's forced forward.
They delay so long on that re-swing after the molly goes down. Like, they should already be expecting it to be clear. But the molly spreads into him. VP is still double set up to swing and trade that kill. Just sweaty. 4-on-2, and they've got it.
Ozzy has had some actually really bad misses this series. In crucial moments, you know, we saw a couple against Flit. The one on Inferno is also massive. When VP was trying to close out the game on T side on top banana. Then on Mirage we saw a few. Now we see it here. And we were just talking about if they win this round, it's probably 12-9. And he could have gotten the kill clean and fallen back. Take a different angle, right? We see that it's a limited.
They always say that
limited
carpet
utility
for some reason.
VP there. That was really
It's just
a
very
gamble,
popular.
sort of.
Yeah.
Not probably expecting him to be posted up, but getting that kill changed
fucking
everything.
fortunate.
I think as well, you know, it's like not all misses are created equal, right? Like sometimes, you know, you can miss an AWP shot and you're not like immediately punished. It's another pyramid scheme.
Not again.
They all are. They all come back to the pyramid shape eventually. And yeah,
Didn't even
this
see
is one of
him.
this is one of the kind of more unforgivable misses. One of the ones where if it all falls short, if you mess it up, you die. Very well, someone else on the team might die as a result of that, right? So there you go. Janko's bringing out the definition.
I thought you guys knew what I was referencing.
No, I've never heard that word in my life.
You've never heard of a Pyrrhic victory.
Pyrrhic victory is a victory that inflicts such a devastating toll on the victor that is tantamount to a defeat. Such a victory
you
negates
can
any true
lose and
sense of
win.
achievement or damages long-term progress. That's
I feel like every victory I've ever gotten in has been a
That's like the perfect way
word.
to describe that round.
I'm going to use that a lot now.
I thought you guys were just trolling me, but
No,
you're actually
I really, we're just stupid, bro. Like,
It's so weird because like you don't, you know, British accent usually connected with intelligence, but
why'd you do that?
We
gave
guys are
that
the
up a
proof
long
of
time
opposite.
ago,
Yeah.
No, well, some accents, you know, some accents. We got a lot of
Hugo's like the smart sound.
Yeah, he's like the Baron.
I don't have a clue what's going on.
Oh my
Especially
gosh.
in this game. They're re-aggressing. The nade's been good. Oh, they just smoke it though, so won't get any fights. No ballsy to sit in front of this smoke. But the hope is that if a T flashes through, they're going to be looking hard right, not at Patsy in this
Have
quarter.
so many smokes left on Liquid. There's 2 more smokes, one on Rainmaker on A and one on OC. Also on A.
No time, 30 seconds. It's a temple wrap.
Fully on to B right here.
Gotta go B
They
here,
have to
but
go B.
Mir's stalling. James going to drop in for 20 seconds. Here we go.
Dropping down. Dropping down. James enters the fray. Nafly will stop it all.
And
that's
that's
right
game.
there. The AWP even saved out of it for Naf as well. And he likes that. So VP, this one.
That's
played in
just
the final
unfortunate
20
that they double up on the
seconds,
palace
not
right
able
there.
to get past Naf down in dark. And that proves to be their demise. Liquid, swift reply. So now just trading blow for blow with VP.
That's a great shot for Jane, but yeah, Naf with the double dark re-aggro wins it.
It's also a great play because, you know, once you throw that molly, one of the reactions is to chase it down. So it's all designed to punish that one play, really. Unfortunately, he can't hit the second shot. If he does, they probably win the round, but with such little time, he can't recover the C4.
There.
Hello.
Well, forward. Oh, again, he's just going to get caught with nades out like OC did. Close peek the other round. Mir just runs him down. He does not have any fear in middle. Liquid need to start respecting this mid control for VP and not stalling their nades. That's 2 rounds they've not locked him out in any capacity. Sure, wallbang, but goes both ways. Rainwaker's even lower. It was a panic smoke. We'll forgive it. 5 on 4.
Okay, I disappeared for a sec.
TL. On this timeline, Patsy is not waiting long to fight mid.
OC now on the angle. VP aren't committed to this just yet. They've lobbed out that last bit of util over in mid. That's the smoke off Temple. But they're not going to use this. Instead, the bomb going back outside of B. They're trying to trick Team Liquid, and Liquid have fallen for it. This smoke has put the fear in them that it's a mid to A play. And so they take the gamble, being 4v5 down. They play with the only info they have. And they over-rotate over towards that A side of the map, meaning that this round is done.
Yeah, traded rounds, the last 5 in a row, different victors each time. So I don't mind that gamble for Liquid in a 4-on-5. They don't have a lot of money anyway. So just, you know you've got a 30-round game when you're against VP. Make that gamble. Base it off of the smoke VP throw. Sure, the fake is perfect. But it just means Liquid gets a replay a rifle round back-to-back and not have any losses. Presuming this save works. And that is all dependent on OC's AWP, but even VP are not sending it.
Yeah, you would have liked to have won this round, but you really don't want to lose it and lose all the guns, right? Like, because there's no loss bonus. So in this situation, great call from Team Liquid to sort of gamble, and then if you're wrong, now they have another full buy. And sure, VP had all players surviving, but they still need to rebuy nades and so forth. They don't have an incredible economy behind them. And Liquid seem to be very comfortable when VP is taking it slow, right? And they have a lot of nades saved, but these faster moves is where they sometimes get caught a little bit off guard.
You just have to, am I the only one with a horrible feeling that VP will just squeeze a win out in 30 rounds right now?
Yes.
And it'll just be classic Liquid.
I mean, we always used to say, whenever you play versus these Jame-led squads, it's like your heroes will die tired, you know? It's like the team that they're against will give it all they've got, but...
And the saddest part is Liquid, I think Liquid have played a really good series here. You know, I'm not spelling doom on them just yet, but this has looked improved for Liquid when you consider the VP are an underrated team. But where will it go? Every kill, every round of crucial importance this late in the game. Naf's AWP holds the line. Flick close. Naf knows of the possibility, but a Molotov will confirm. Maybe he's just waiting for an over-rotation. Don't think the AWP will give it here, though. Only running back for Naf. And still with 2 players outside B, that's kind of what they want. The swing in. Shame hits an absolute blinder. 3 in A, 2 in main. They're re-aggressing, but the rifles are ready, set up to trade these kills out, and it won't even come to that. OC hits 1. They can just avoid if they want. 30 seconds they're running into the AWP. Even though they've got mirror out mid, this could be dangerous.
This could be an OC round. This is a crazy reposition. Gets out of the sight, takes that knight in a mid, and OC is doing it. Brings it down to the 1v1. Patsy has got to finish the job that OC has started. Team Liquid up for a round, and Patsy's got to put it in. Jame in the clutch, and he's not ready for Patsy. Locking him out of it. Virtus Pro have that one go against them, and it's OC to rob it.
Why do they chase the AWP, Yanko? I mean, they have mirror out mid. Sure, his timing is good, but they had 30 seconds when they got the second kill in main. They see the AWP. They can run. They've killed Dark. That's madness.
I don't know. That's strange. That's the first strange call. Then the second one, they misplayed the split on OC. Like, they need to keep running at him from A main, and then Mir needs to sort of just pick his timing so that he can trade. With this sort of a situation, he was able to turn both sides and sort of isolate fights, and that's a big one for VP to give away. And OC, who's missed a good amount of shots, is now redeemed himself in that previous round.
The thing that was really cool to me is like his reposition, because I think every other AWPer ever would have tried to sit cake and wait for those peaks from main to like pick and choose those battles. I love that little move that he does as they're kind of jiggling it in between throwing the util, where he hopped out. He was so aware that that mid flank was coming.
And now Liquid's feeling it. Now the early peek towards B comes in. They find the 5v4.
They were screaming after that round. That's the loudest I've heard Liquid all series.
And that was the quietest I ever was.
A huge saved round after 3 entry kills come in for Virtus Pro in an instant. And and OC just saves them. A 5-on-4 with a top performer of Norbert knocked out, and VP with limited map control. Trying to take Dark now. Bomb outside A.
You can say that.
Smoke, but Rainwaker up ahead of it.
They have all canals.
Nothing to clear.
It's just mid that they don't have.
Pick his fight on his timing. OC's in the sight, gets his shot off. They don't even know about Rainwaker. It will rotate back to B. Nap's here. Patty's been picked. It's all on this fly guy.
No, but he smoked off.
Yep.
Meantime, on Rainwaker rotating out of A. This one still has legs on it. 3-on-3 in the post plant, and that fight was weighted heavily. Yakinda now keeps the root of this backstab open. The retake dream still burns for Team Liquid. Flit tucked in at the pillar, but he's got his work cut out for him. Way too many angles to watch from that position. James got to do it alone. Peek from main, peek from sight, and spammed out of the round. Naf will close it. 13-11. As Liquid chained together 2 in a row. Up until now, we've just been trading these rounds back and forth. And so finally, Liquid have a bit of a momentum break here. Try and put VP on the back burner.
It's not done, it's never done, but this is incredibly impressive. Liquid never should have won the previous round, and I feel like that gave them so much oomph coming into this one, like you said, with the early B pop play, shutting out Jame in a clutch, putting VP on low money to almost guarantee 14. 14-11 with VP's buy coming in is very dangerous. It's, you know, I count a lot of teams out. I don't want to count VP out, but this seems good for Liquid.
Never count them out.
Never count
and
VP
also,
out.
this is their last timeout for VP.
Oh, and the match has already started.
Timeouts on the CT side in the first half, so this is the
we'll
last
finish
time.
this series, and then we'll head straight to the end. I'm probably gonna
and talk things.
Just leave it on this because I don't think Complexity 9 is gonna start.
It's just wild to me.
And it's already 2 o'clock, so my 1:30 start time was wildly off. Or my 1:30 end game time is wildly off. So realistically, we're probably gonna be seeing about a 2:10, and that's about 8 more minutes. 2:10, 2:15.
Yeah,
say 2:15.
Liquid's retakes have been really good, like coordinated. Wow, double nade. Coordinated very well.
No, say
timed
2:10.
very well.
Because they're already going up into 14. I think VP gets 2 more
there's
after
actually
this.
a good deal of composure behind someone like the late round stuff that Liquids look to do.
Didn't take a shot. Didn't get the season though.
I think Yakinder saw him on the minimap.
Kill, so hope you can get a timing on the mid flank. Yakinder's actually changed mind and gone back to A. Let Rainwaker take Temple side. VP, there's just nothing in this round, is there? Tech 9's 2 mollies. And they kind of need to split B if they want to play with Norbert, but rushing this Temple molly, Rainwaker will replenish. VP are just getting stalled out for a change.
Norbert can't do anything in this situation too.
Try looking for other options, but just going to amount to this drop down in through dark play. Couple out through dark. Patsy and Naf have got to try and contain this, and then Molly's going to claim Naf's life. Rainwaker here to lend a helping hand, but the kills have come through for VP. There's still some fight left in them. 20 seconds, a missed shot out of the OC orb.
Winnable.
James got a route to the plant. He's at least got that locked in. That's money made for this T side.
Not this round.
James in the 1v2
Nope.
takes that first fight into CT.
But they do get bomb money, which is a lot better.
His tracks.
And yeah, that took as long as it needed to. And there's a fire in my room now. Fuck me.
Swung with the AK there, hits the head on low health.
And
One
now
bullet
there's a
would have
fire in
done
my
it.
room.
That's a very scary round. I like that they go for mid, but they come back, and Norbert has that key Molotov outside B main that he can lob in plat. It completely burns out Nav. VP trade 2-on-2 in the bomb site. Should not be happening with Tech 9s. Know how hard that B site is to hold, even with 3 CTs.
It's literally just sitting in my down on the bottom of my
water.
I'm just by my legs. I feel like it's gonna cover for my snack.
Fame set up for the A aggro. Fame, only the one and done. Rainwaker with one hell of a turnaround there. I really don't know how he gets that trade. I think he's done so well for this to not be a 5v3 right now in VP's favor. So that's at least kept Team Liquid here with a chance to make some magic happen and lock VP out of it. Norbert spotted over at B long. Usually he's been here alone, and so Liquid want to try and pressure him. They want to try and put the squeeze on Norbert, and that double up from Naf.
But they don't know bomb, so it's still fine. Even with the 2v3 situation, this is highly doable. They have great util.
Like
double flash, double smoke, double molly. Like,
for what would be a 2-on-3 in VP's favor.
Just group up, take A here.
They're meant to make this late game
And you can already see that they're trying to push up into Palace, try to get back into May Connector. Have some information, but I think if they're not going to throw any util on this con. Wow, just make it. Just make it.
The gaps they leave open, they're aware. Rainmaker does fall though. Not quite
and there it is.
Gives away the plant to VP, and now OC and Naf have to combine.
And they keep Flit for full util, double molly, smoke, and double flash. And now it's just double molly, and I'm pretty sure he's just about to use that now. Yeah.
Oh, they gotta go! Oh, that's so awkward. He got stuck on his head. OC. 1v1.
Knows Mirror's low.
Both players tagged up. Mir's looking to fight this. The Tech 9 pulled, but right
If he doesn't jump, he
as
just has to hold
is
that.
when Mir swings. And so a fortunate timing going Mir's way makes that easy for him in the 1v1.
Yeah, sorry, I read the wrong page of the script. Of course, yeah, VP, they lose Jane, but they still do it without him. And then obviously 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, that was looking like a good 15 right there.
That's what it said earlier.
But as soon as Rainmaker loses that right there, in that duel, they just dry push into A, having all that control.
Isn't really a script.
Yes, do we have to clarify?
I figured I would just to be safe. So here we are, OC, mid-fight. Neither of them want it, but there is util being teed up. Jane can look to take this angle. Once the window smoke and util is in. So that'll be now.
As long as he's just not getting picked in mid, right? We think of those 2 Mir rounds where he gets that entry on Yakinder and OC. OC's risky.
That didn't even do any damage? That did 2 damage from that grenade? Wow.
VP can flash through that. He'll hold off. Dark smoke trades molly. Ooh, can he spam? Oh, this is awkward. He should spam.
That's really awkward.
The damage. He's done good damage.
Oh.
Grenade. Poor Patsy.
Oh,
beating
man.
it lower. Not happy for Liquid right now, and they've not.
I
got
still feel like
util
Liquid
block.
kind of
Molly
get
in a
this
smoke
into
in
a
50 seconds is all
solid
Liquid have.
3v3 situation.
Like a really bad spot to be in.
Damn, if they don't attack this B site right now with all that information, knowing that 2 of them are low.
No way to slow this round down. It's all on VP's say so, and they're going to open up with the Mac 10. OC has got to put something up here. His teammate has already been hung out to dry, and it's a follow-up kill onto OC. No,
And their money's fucked, so this is not the end. They're getting 14 rounds.
Well, 1 round
Wow.
13-14. Yeah, I mean, shouldn't surprise anyone, really, at this point.
It really shouldn't.
Wow.
VP always finds a way, man.
I called it though. Ha! I called it. So 210 was a bad call time. It'll probably be 215.
Appreciate it because it's easy,
But
especially
actually, it'd probably be a 220.
You've been doing like
Closer to 220.
to just sort of
Like we're already at the 210 mark, so we're gonna have to go through all of next round.
And then when it works,
Slow pistol for Liquid, but you know, it's just more or less gonna be. Let's see. Maybe VP will go for an attack, knowing that their economy is relatively low. Only have 1 saved and 4. Let's see if they even get that read on their economy right here. Because I feel like they're gonna expect to buy.
Slight mistake. They give away, 1 position.
Damn.
Pieces the puzzle together and then they pounce. We'll see now. Obviously, this has to be an eco for Team Liquid, a USP eco. Rainmaker has a saved M4 and a smoke, but we've seen a round similar to this almost go horribly wrong for VP.
You don't get to nearly win 2 USP rounds, though, right? I don't think that's
win the second one.
No, I just imagine.
As I expected,
they
though.
win this one. Yeah, they win this one. You were right.
Meanwhile, winning over on the B stream, Cloud9 over Eternal Fire. Battle for the blue.
Another pick of Vertigo against Cloud9.
Smart. Eternal Fire do love it.
But Eternal Fire, yes, they're also very proficient on the map. Obviously, C9 a different beast altogether to what they've faced up against recently. But let's see how VP approaches this round.
30 rounds.
Yeah, this is a cool way to start it. Pistols go get the info.
So Norbert was usually always holding this. Now he's not there one time and they're already on the flank for Mir, but they can't get the kill.
Oh, that had to come through cleanly. Still gonna get it.
Where's he looking? He's looking at his teammate A stairs instead of looking for more. Okay.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird for Mir looking away after he got that first kill. I thought he didn't know that there would be both. But I did not know that smoke. Thank you for that.
Reposition finds itself in the mid window. There is a world where
Good
Jane
having
could
smoke
get
just
offered up
direct.
here if Rainwaker peeks while he's crossing, and he does. So now the bomb gets away from VP. Norbert and Co are about to secure the B site. So that bomb will join them. They will be allowed to get it planted. It's a 3v4 post plant here. This is very similar to the last time things got sketchy versus these USPs.
Huge info to know NAF is still there, even if you're not going to commit to the fight. VP now can't play long comfortably. If NAF played later, they might have gotten backstabbed. Instead, they're aware of every single possibility. Dark, open for taking now. Norbert doesn't swing it. NAF will drop in. He'll hear this. And that will give away info on one, but there's really two. Does he want the swing? Yakinda's holding with the orb.
They're playing for exits to basically try to kill VP. Yakinda has the orb.
Okay,
Rainwaker, yeah. Forces a man to die with the bomb. And so the rest of VP will be allowed to get out at least. But yeah, having it come down to 2 surviving, you've at least forced a good bit of reinvestment out of VP, a team that's very hard to get ahead of financially, softened up heading into round 29.
This doesn't really change anything for this round, but it will have an impact for round 30 for both of these teams, really. It will enable
Fame's down to $1,000, but I mean,
dies, OC will have enough money to rebuy it himself. And
Jame.
Wow, Jame actually doesn't go for an AWP, so let's see. Maybe this is now a faster round from VP. And what a moment.
Well, they get the op next round off of Norbert anyways, so I don't think it's unnecessary investment. They can go for the AK and just give it to Norbert and dice anyways.
Yeah, round 29.
Or at least if they don't do any upgrades. Maybe pick up the op from OC and you just get all that money.
By that smoke. That does not seem to matter though. Molly in, flash through, Fame sending it. Rainwaker's got a call for support. He has great utility. May as well use it. This is not too bad for Liquid. They've got OC close by, and they're even getting info outside B.
Smokers in, Molly to follow. VP already through it, but they're split up. If Rainwaker could have held the site there, Liquid would have had a lot to fight for here.
Oh wow, he just exposed himself.
Instead, it's all hinging on OC getting a couple of trades back, and that one kill's not a bad way for this to start. 4v4 gives way as this bomb is planted. Naf up in the heavens, giving this a little jiggle. Tagged on that initial swing, not the way you wanted it to go, but you've got everyone here, so you may as well keep pushing, keep prodding, seeing if they can get anything. They will find one.
This is so awkward.
It's still on a razor's edge, on a knife's edge here for Liquid, but it's looking like they're locked out of it. VP wrangle those trades back under control and get on to 15 first.
It hurts, it really hurts, doesn't it? But it's just so Virtus Pro. NAF won't even survive, and 15 match point here for Virtus Pro in map 3. They had them on the
I'm excited either way, bro. It's just so tough to watch like team lose like that, man. It's just like slow disintegration. That's what I'd call this round. It was just a mess from every which way. And this is why I love Anubis. It's gritty. You don't get this level of like, even with that connector heaven smoke, connector into hell, there's still that gap so that you can push through, you can see through, you can have battles throughout that way, so it's not a comfortable position to retake. It's not a comfortable position to defend or to attack on. It's what I love about it. But it also is so cohesive. Wow, you heard that from fucking Cloud9 for winning that, or maybe I'm thinking Eternal Fire won that round, not Cloud9 for cheering that loud. But there's such a cohesiveness where it's like, okay, there's so many different levels of areas to focus on that, like, if we're calling it by zones, there's so many things that each player can focus on, attack. There's so many ways to go about it. You don't have to just take mid. You can, you know, but you should take mid. And about how you take mid, at what time you take mid, etc., etc.
And it is the beginning of the end for Team Liquid here. Yakindar 1v4.
I think this was a good series no matter what, but yeah. I think VP was expected to win this, but I don't think they were expecting it to this extreme.
VP surprised no one. They learn their lines, they go by the script, and they lock it in 3 maps and 30 rounds. Overtime's a fair. We've got it all when we got VP in the server. That being said,
Robot Fame is here.
I want to listen to their interview though, still.
Still a long way to go in this round. Still north of a minute. Cloud9 got a few smokes in the hole.
Yeah, Cloud9 hasn't won in about 3 rounds. It was about 5-1 when I was last checking.
Nice angles. Electronic loses half his health without seeing anyone.
Right now.
Yeah.
Dutil from Eternal
That's all
Fire.
3 rounds consecutively.
Again, that wall of smoke looks like it'll be leaned upon once again.
And this is a bad economy, so this is looking like it's probably, like, if they don't win this round, it's gonna be a tie. It's gonna get to a tie type situation, and that's just unfortunate. So unfortunate.
Touch awkward angles. Time for that green light, and they're lining up for Hobbit, but there are so many targets. Trades all.
And you're saving so that you have to go into the. At least you can have some money going into the next round, but you know, it's probably gonna be at least a 6-6.
Exit kill is all that Shiro can acquire out of this round.
But Calyx is already at $1,100. What the fuck? Man hasn't rocked. Okay, he hasn't died. He's the only one that hasn't died, so he hasn't had to buy. Okay.
This time,
well, he's about to have 5, 15.
CT economy is bad, and Eternal Fire have a good amount
I
of
think
cash,
he's either about to be. I think he's about to be 1,500 right here.
trying to get this one gun away.
And he gets one more.
That. No save for Electronic. Just the one rifle carried on over by Shiro.
Okay, good answers, good answers. I'm going to go and harass... Oh, actually, Dastan's doing another vlog. Dastan, can I have a couple of words, my man? Yes, okay. So I just wanted to kind of hear your thoughts off the back of that. Your boys been in the lab, you know, 5 months of work. Do you feel like you've had enough time now to be the Virtus Pro that we expect when we hear that name? You know, it's a big win to start.
Well, I think it's possible because there is a lot of games on group stage, and sometimes, as you know, you don't play so many maps. You need practice on any map. Sometimes when you don't play a lot, you forgot some feelings, and nice that we win.
It was close, huh?
So Marek, also good captain, always trying to read, gamble, and it was important win.
Yeah. How difficult is it for you when you just have to watch? You know, in games like this, you've called your timeout, and then it's like 14-11. You just have to kind of close your eyes, look through your fingers.
It's just first 2 years I was very emotional. Now I am calm every time.
Okay, nice. And we like to here at Pro League invite you know, the players or staff, the coaches, come hang out on the couches and stuff. Obviously you have to pack up your gear, but do you think we might be able to get some of you boys to come hang out with us? We've got 45 minutes before the next game. Would you be able to come?
45 minutes.
I don't know, maybe later, because it's our first match. We will think, but probably no. Okay.
Well, I appreciate the honesty. It was worth a try.
We came to the stage, tell everything. But now we need to win, guys. Okay. It's important.
All right. So once they've got their wins under their belt, maybe we get to hear more from Dastan and the boys. Thank you. Congratulations. Back to the couch.
Man, Dastan dodged that like a pro. We always hear that, you know.
Yeah, I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
I'll call you back.
We'll come.
I'll think about it, and then we might show up. It might be okay.
Okay, let's focus on this, knowing that they're not going to show up.
Turn fire in the middle of mids. What is that, miscommunication? That's bizarre. That does not bode well for this Vertigo.
Well, I think I just beat my fucking shit too hard that the stream fucked
what
up.
could be compromised, what they've left open. It's a very expensive error. That will lose them their lead then, as Eternal Fire will tie the score. Their slow space, their slow pace is brutalizing Cloud9.
No.
They don't seem to have
Fear.
patience for it.
Yeah, I'm glad that Eternal Fire have switched up the way they're playing.
Anyways, yeah, 6-6 half.
Because maybe that is going to be when
Maybe they have some. They have the momentum. They've had a 5-round momentum push. Up on Shiro now, so let's see what kind of role he takes on going for the A push. A ramp immediately.
Important thing to figure out when you're on a new team. Woxic so aggressive, but Axar on the close angle.
I'm just already holding it tight, already giving up.
Full health. Alex, who's jumped down to half health in the process. So
They really are just taking that B presence right now. That's all they kind of want to focus on.
Early fights going their way.
It's a little hard to understand this map.
After losing quite a few rounds in a row.
Going upstairs so that they can try to get into mid now. And the other two are just holding in bottom. I don't even know what to call this. Like, outside A ramp.
They've got the 5-on-4 though.
Now they're pushing it up into middle stairs. Middle steps. Wrapping around big box for the A ramp attack. And I think what they're going to do is have Calyx be their late mid attack. Guessing instant trade, and now he's rotating to go back with them so that it's not in under position. Oh, he was just clearing out for any late lurks. But Calyx is just out of position to attack him. Yeah. Good stuff from Cloud9 for holding that down, being able to take that forward. Just being in good position to get trades, constantly getting 1s or 2s, and then always making sure that Eternal Fire had less momentum every time that they pushed. Bro, it feels so like, low quality.
That's something Cloud9 will try to exploit. It's an expensive round for them though, I think. They're looking good.
Maybe because when I stream, I have it's taking up a lot of internet. Maybe.
It's terrible at all.
Really not too bad. I think there's a good chance here for Cloud9 if they can keep up. They're able to do in that previous round, get the early advantage, force Eternal Fire back into a plan B. Cloud9 were ready for them over towards A ramp. Got Major on the AWP at the start of this round, rather than Woxic, who's been having a tough game so far. Flashes in, those nades are so good. Look at the damage, and they're even swinging off the back of them. It's actually Woxic who gets a nade kill outright onto Hobbit, but still a 1-for-1 trade where Eternal Fire take so much damage.
Massive start for them.
So fucking quiet. That shit caught me off guard for a moment. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, they don't really. I forget that they're online so that they don't talk. I wonder why they choose to stay away instead of coming like down to do all the recording stuff. James Barloff I kind of get because he's a busy man. But I forgot who the other caster is. But I feel like they can both come. Schedule must be a shit, unfortunate though.
Noise cut once again. Cloud9 have learned their lessons with mid. They'll be more careful this time. Off angles being held. Suddenly becomes more urgent. Wakadia gets the information for his squad, but Perfecto's angle is very strong indeed. And it is pedestrian for him, these duels. Santara is nowhere to be seen as the time will soon run out.
It's beautifully done by Perfecto. He's so good in those
just saving the
positions. He put his back against the wall. You ask him just to hold a spot. He's fantastic in those spots. And Cloud9, I'm sure, will be so thankful to have him. As soon as he became available, I'm sure they would have been licking their lips saying, oh, hello. This is a very promising player to get on our team. You see here, he's just holding a bit further back because he knows that first player is likely going to jump towards the site. Just continues to jiggle back and forth on that angle. He's slightly deeper than the standard angle you'd expect, so it's harder for Eternal Fire to clear him.
Voxic is 4-9 right now. Oh my goodness.
Get a big overperformance in 8 rounds. Cloud9 can go for 9 at the half. Again, they look to fight for B stairs. They've been a real nuisance in that position.
Makes no force from his position, but standing with most of his health. And that couldn't be enough for now. How close will it be at half-time then? 9-6 could be promising for Cloud9, but then the start was promising for Cloud9. That quickly changed. 7 rounds on the T side. With how things started, would be great for Eternal Fire. Great flash.
Vertigo is a hard map for me to really like.
Blocked in a smoke. Instant trade.
It's a nice map in terms of like the competitive map pool. I think it was good to add, but I was an OG fan, so Cobblestone I always think was like a good map to play. Yeah, it was like very much one-dimensional, and I feel like they could have done better updates for it instead of, you know, leaving it how it is in today's kind of rut. And it's not even fun for retakes, bro. It's just like the same. It's literally just like same thing. Execution and retake. It's the same thing every time. But
14 seconds remaining, and Perfecto denies the push. It's up to Woxic with little time left.
A bit heartburn. With that being said, Vertigo, I feel like it's just more because it was one of those that they developed. Wow.
1v1, Exile just around the corner. Woxic moving away. Chance for a quick scope. A Woxic special. Leaves the angle. He can play for the beeps now. He has no idea where Exile might be coming from. Exile is rounding the site, and Woxic will win that last round for the squad.
Let's see that flick one more time.
Close to half, the side. He has no idea where Exile might be coming from. Exile is rounding the site, and Woxic
that wasn't as insane as I thought it was. He was already flicked up to him. Halftime.
How about you make us a fucking sandwich? This isn't a popularity contest. Make us a fucking couple sandwiches, so we're gonna have ourselves a problem. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't like you. I don't like you.
Who's the dumb fuck in the red hat now you have back there? New worker or something?
It's a fucking traffic sign. It is a traffic sign. You're a big traffic sign.
Listen, buddy, I come in here every day. All I do is ask you, make me a sandwich, throw me a bone, give me a free water, a bag of chips. I could be your number one customer here.
Why are you obligated to a bag?
You're a punk. You're a fucking punk. You know what? What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck up! How about this? Take the fucking shoot. Scumbag.
Slip your fucking mother's ass.
You know I have a big red. Step the fuck over here. Come on.
Okay. I don't know what else to watch. I guess we can try this.
Look how much ice is in that, though.
What's happening here, boys?
Scam.
So what does it all mean? Is Starbucks a scam?
Hey, so we've already exposed Big Beef Jerky for the frauds they are and the scam that they run. And years ago, yeah. They're still operating in plain daylight, unfortunately, but I'm sure change is coming. Next, we're targeting Starbucks. I don't go to Starbucks, so this is kind of Matt's expose.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's important to start with what questions we're answering, because it's not so much, hey, does Starbucks suck? They might, we don't know yet, but also, like, if you're gonna get a medium or a large, which one should you get? And we're gonna help you figure that out.
Well, it was less that and more, if you get a medium and large, is it still the same amount of liquid? Because you said what they do is they just put more ice in to make it seem larger.
Well, I don't know, that's what we're figuring out. I have no idea.
Gotcha. All right, you walk me through how we're doing this.
All right, so we've got a little bit of everything. We've got no ice with light ice, tall with normal ice, Grande normal ice, Fenty normal ice, and the Trenta on its way. So how do you want to start?
Probably just start with the small ones first.
All right.
So I guess measure how much coffee is in this.
Yeah. Also, I feel like we weren't hard-hitting enough at the beginning. Is Starbucks a scam?
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. Now they're hooked.
Yeah, now they know what
this
they're
is more
getting
than
into.
science.
Right, we've got an abacus. I'll count the ice cubes. And then I guess put it, which one?
Use the, well actually here, we can use this. 'Cause this is the tiny boy, right?
Yeah, there's no way that's gonna fit in there, right?
But what if it does?
What if it does? You know what? This is what science is all about, figuring things out.
That fit far more than I expected it to, I'll tell you that much.
Now we should move it to another. This is like in science class when they're like, would you use the graduated cylinder or the other ones?
How much does it advertise that it gives you?
That's a good question.
So it is
just shy of, on the other side, just shy of 400 milliliters.
Yeah. Is tall the smallest size they have?
Tall, small, except for their pup cups, which we don't do dog science.
True.
So.
That'd be ridiculous. We do real science.
Yeah. So just shy of 400.
Yep.
Which in that is...
At 1 point, brought it back to 8-7 at the half. Barely behind. For this pistol, they've got a set of utility on Major. They've got 2 nades between the team. It's got a defuse kit as well, so playing retake is a possibility. Have to be. Xantares is alone on A. Probably just going to be playing for the information here. A couple of shots is all he will get before he has to drop back.
2 smokes for Cloud9. And we see the usual affair on Vertigo. This is one of the reasons why I want this map just a bit. The map, the bomb site's too shallow. So you get a lot of the wall of smoke. Kind of like Overpass a few years ago. You get the wall of smokes up. And here we go. How do you deal with it? 4 versus 5 for Cloud9. How many can Exile get from this position? 2 smokes to plant the bomb, a smoke on the bomb to try and win the round.
Oh,
down to a 2-on-2.
Wikidia.
They're uncertain if it's
That was
used or not.
pretty nice of a flick. Major got stabbed.
Shiro's done the job then. Oh, has he? He's put a kick, Alex, but he's been found by Shiro.
I don't know why Alex just didn't commit. He had the kit.
He will survive as well.
I don't get why you just don't commit there. Like, you getting the kill doesn't change anything. You surviving doesn't change anything.
2 or 3 assists for Perfecto. And Shiro just consistently spamming to the body. I like the idea of Eternal Fire having those 2 nades, but they couldn't get the nades onto Hobbit before he planted the bomb. They get the kill on him as he's dropping back. At least gave him a chance on the retake with some utility remaining and that kit. Just gets into a scrap that Cloud9 are able to trade their way to success from. You have a force buy from Eternal Fire with 4 MP9s. Cloud9 have focused heavily on utility rather than weaponry. They've got a lot of SMGs on their side as well. Make sure it's the utility that helps them in this round. Eternal Fire can maybe force some fights, get some aggressive timing right. Maybe that could work for them. There's the first fight going the way of Wikidia. Some of Hobbit's nades dropped. Electronic gets the all-important trade, but Xantara is there.
What a good trade right there.
Fallen teammate. Man advantage right now. Oh, and Xantares gets away with another kill. This is going terribly wrong for Cloud9.
Frustrating first map for them for sure. Cloud9, that is. Bomb's been collected, but where do you go from here? Xantares has got such an annoying angle. Almost good for an extra kill. Xtrfy being proactive then. Perfecto moves away, and that could be his demise because the 5-7s are coming. Boxic slowing down for now.
No.
Cloud9 being patient, almost looking for these plays from Eternal Fire, but Exiles aren't able to do anything about it. So what does Perfecto do? Does he give the AK away?
He still has the ability to plant.
13 seconds on the clock.
Might as well save it for that armor and AK.
Make the PC stronger at this point, but he gets absolutely drilled by Calix. Man, this looks very dicey for Cloud9 at the moment.
That's the risk you run, Cloud9 here. When you invest into all the nades and the Mac 10s, if you just get some aggression coming against you before you use your nades, you can just drop loads of your utility, and then you're actually in an awkward position. So unfortunate there for Cloud9, but fair play to Eternal Fire. Get that little bit of aggressive timing at the right moment. Now Cloud9's buy looks pretty bad into this one. Not even good utility this time. The weaponry is also pretty poor. What an opener though. Axar with that Tech 9. Gets them a start towards B. Just some aggression from Eternal Fire that's gone awry. And Cloud9 convert from this position then.
The advantage of the B-bomb site for a round such as this is you're just so close with these pistols early. Especially when you can buy time with the flashbang. Woxic's got to be careful, got to get his rifle out, he'll get it out in time. Support from Xantares as well. Still dangerous scenario, 2v3, Woxic down to 12 HP now. That's a big frag though. Flash support still coming in from Wakadia, and the score is tied. Eternal Fire are definitely threatening to take this pick of Vertigo. Cloud9 seem to be out of sorts at the moment.
Well dodged by Axar, that's how he got that first frag, but Xantares comes back in with a big triple kill. Good to see him on the board. He was a little quiet in that first half, but Xantares
is
the best player on this team. For Eternal
Saw the water content just jumped.
Good sign. Yeah, I mean, listen, Cloud9, they won both pistol rounds here. Here in the second half, they've been reset straight away. That gives Eternal Fire a good opportunity to try and come through on their map pick. Cloud9 maybe just waiting out some of the utility from Eternal Fire here. For some of these smokes to get rebought into the next round.
Wow, they're very deep into A main already. But they still have a minute control.
Damage in this round. I don't mind this from Acadia. You're against Glocks. No need to stick around close range and risk giving away a gun. Why not just play at range instead?
4 on the way. Oh, they made that so awkward.
Yep. That was just a weird duel the entire time through. Electronic gets into sandbags. At least it's gonna get mullied out. Probably not gonna last. Yep. Media tear down. I mean, it was just Glocks, so it's not like it was anything today. Anything to save.
He's got 20 seconds to die at this point. He's isolated the fights though.
Axel does get the one though.
Try and guarantee the trade kill, worst case scenario. 10 seconds now as Axel's got to get it. Skates on. Xantares seems confused.
At least he gets two.
Looking the wrong way. That was strange.
Bit of a weird one. I can only assume he maybe just thought his teammates were already watching the other side. Because otherwise, I mean, it still
That's
doesn't
how it
make
always
much
goes.
sense.
The
But hey,
presumption. Presumption is a motherfucker in this
I know.
game.
I mean, either way, that's pretty good damage for Cloud9 actually out of that round.
I'm like, hey,
Need to stay
what a
focused
wonderful
into this gun
gun.
round. You get that all out for Woxic. It's an opportunity for Cloud9 to try and cause the CT economy some issues. Saw a lot of B stairs action in the first half. Eternal Fire playing back from the site. I think they just flubbed one of their flashes. Not the end of the world. See how this B defense is able to resist this push from Cloud9. It indeed comes in.
So many angles on this bomb site. Great headshot by Exile. And they are in a position to collapse immediately. Woxic had an angle, but he's been flashed off. They've lost much position here, Eternal Fire. Their money's not great either. So what do? The site's somewhat cut in half by utility. Cloud9 haven't spread just yet. They're being very careful. Importantly, they've got no flashes left. So if Woxic could keep an angle, then this could become very bizarre indeed.
But what is happening down here?
30 seconds on the clock.
I mean, they are looking like they're about to go back B.
Planning move this bomb.
Yeah.
Moving behind the squad now
I
as
think
they
they're
make their
just
way
doing
onto the
some
bomb
backside
site.
smokes.
Oh, it's getting
from the back
expensive
smoke.
for Eternal Fire. Very
Oh my
expensive
gosh. 15 seconds here, and it's just down to Woxic in a
Woxic still
1v4
hanging out in a
situation. What can
1v4.
you do, though?
Surely he needs to
And
save
Hobbit's
his
just trying to
rifle.
creep up, take all the information that he can. Knows that the op is there, and now they're going to be pushing him, trying to not save it. It's crazy, man. They're like ants, just fucking hunting for the food, bro.
Well, I think they've realized it as well on the Cloud9 side. They know he wants to save this AWP. But hey, he's only got 4 bullets. They
It's like
figure
ants
if we
with
all run
guns.
him, it's probably not going to kill us all. That's the first good shot from Woxic, but now
That might be enough
different angles.
for Cloud9, because they might want to keep some money for themselves. They don't really have a lot. Comes down to the priorities at the end of the day, I suppose, and they really wanted that AWP taken out of the hands of Woxic.
I mean, what's the economy looking like?
Really wanted that AWP.
Don't even really
Comes
have
down
a
to
lot
priority.
to play with. So, I mean, it makes the most sense.
Should be screwed because of that earlier damage they did. Yeah, it just felt like Eternal Fire weren't ready for some of these fights. I mean, to be honest, Axel gets 2 through the smoke, which is kind of wild. Big round for Cloud9. Back to even. Yeah, they are indeed against basically no investment. So wouldn't be surprised if they use this opportunity to build up some cash. See that free AWP that Shiro got is nice. Flash means that Wikadia's forced back and Shiro.
And just like that, you're able to leave Shiro on A by himself, holding all of ramp control, while the other team is just, or the rest of the team is just prioritizing a bit of mid and a bit of B here. Like, the dominance, you also know that they don't have any rifles, so it's a different story. But that comfortability to leave Shiro on the site, or to hold the site by himself. Now you have him push up so that you can start taking some of the long range duels and start to clear out these well, the rifles clear out the tight angles. The op is able to clear out any long range duels, which is basically just done throughout those 2 kills right there.
Oh, it's so cheap up there. There we go. 1 kill indeed. Close though to Axel, very close. Got to remember, Axel also plays towards that B site on CT side as well, so I'm sure he's very aware of all these angles. Great to see Axel in good form. I think some people are a little worried that maybe he was taking a dip recently in his form.
No weapons, no drugs or alcohol, no music, no explosives, no tank top or sweatshirts.
Big round here for Eternal Fire. They really need this. All their money invested into this one. They have that AWP out. Shiro denied with that AWP early. No pick for him. He's forced back by the utility. Looks like Eternal Fire will hold on to Ram, at least for now.
Hobbit saving the ears, Antares. Dance of utility to take position. Always reminds me of Cobblestone. Long path towards the site, snipers exchanging flashes to post up on the angle. Force the other one away. Calyx is a great spot. Exile takes one in the face. What could perfect it about it? Not an easy duel to get an angle on, but he will trade it. Big frag from Electronic. Everything's being covered by Cloud9. Has that bomb even been spotted yet? Can't have been. ADR swinging, finding two, catching Electronic off guard. Getting traded, but still the bomb needs to be collected and rotated. 20 seconds on the clock. This one is going to be a race. They really need to hope that no one's on this bomb site, and Nathan and Woxic are fully committed to B. 9 seconds to plant the bomb. Oh, just in the nick of time. Oh dear, that leaves Shiro in the clutch then. He's got a great angle for it though. No util for Eternal Fire. How do they combine? Sound cues. Swing too far, Shiro. Taking a more defensive position. He's got the sound cues for Major, who's still not baiting the shot. There he is. Shiro still with a better angle than Woxic, who somehow baits the shot there, but he goes back for another one. And Shiro will win round 12.
Okay, Woxic.
Such an awkward angle.
Like, I don't know why you try to pull out the after he does the shot. You might as well just do a pistol shot then.
Shiro, very good in those clutch scenarios. Cadia brought it back to a close position to get the bomb down. Shot from Woxic was great, but as you said, first player goes in. Woxic was way too far behind. You thought when he baited out the AWP shot, he had a good chance, but I don't think Woxic had his gun out. I think he was going for the higher movement speed. Once he got his AWP out, it looked like it was too late. Shiro lands the shot. That really could be a death sentence here for Eternal Fire if they're not careful. Shiro's won a couple of clutches now. Those might push Cloud9 over the line here because Eternal Fire down on a low line.
Oh, wow.
So I'll just puts that smoke up. Try and lurk around it.
Still play for that one way.
So pretty heavily grouped outside B. Very non-committal though from Cloud9. They know they're against pistols. Make sure they don't run into a stack if possible.
Aggressive turn of events in that 2v1 for Eternal Fire. Absolutely wiped their money.
Yeah.
No losses for Cloud9. Been a struggle at times, but you wonder if they're close enough to take this one over the line.
Nah. Eternal Fire has their highs, definitely, but it does come with some lows, and I feel like they don't have any form of consistency throughout the map. They definitely have some abilities to upset, and they always have that potential, especially when you have Zentars going off. But I feel like so often than not, it's like you need to, like, there's no one who's really that second anchor who can overperform like Calyx is kind of throughout the time. Major was supposed to be that guy, you know, but I think it's just more of the uniformity within this team. Like, they are so accustomed to those three players with each other. Woxic has experience with this entire Turkish scene. Like, there's a level of comfort playing with these guys, and you already know each other's skill level, and that's unfortunate.
such a Shiro stat line. Most kills on the server, least deaths. Very efficient with his AWPing.
Great patience from Cloud9. Some revenge in that respect from Eternal Fire. Spread like mustard now, but will they be as hot? What remains?
So realistically, I'm probably gonna have to leave in like
7 seconds as Cloud9 start to combine.
end of this match. Realistically, I probably have a bit more time, but seeing how what the fuck are they doing on this? Oh, they're playing this fucking thing? This shit was so annoying, bro. I played it with my friends, so my boys, that was really tough.
And no one checked for him. How's he found 2? 10 seconds to plant this bomb. 2v2. This is chaos. What is happening in these
But yeah, I'll probably just have to leave after this game, so that I'm not late. I'll probably take a bit of a break and then I'll do just a short stream in the evening.
I don't know what to say about some of these rounds that I'm seeing.
Probably come back on.
Okay, so that was the pick from Shiro. That was the kill from Electronic. You think, oh, they're in great shape. Mercadius like, wait, I hear a bomb plot. They just don't clear that position, even though there's that smoke.
Probably be on around 7 o'clock. Chill for about 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. Don't like gaming too late into the night. I usually like to game only up until like maybe 11 o'clock latest. Not even. But yeah.
Small oversight cost them in the late round. Mercadius is able to get away with a double kill. Have enough players in position to defend the bomb plant later on.
Shaking
Eternal. Yeah, Eternal Fire's money still very awkward though.
Yeah.
To say.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Opportunity for Cloud9 to visualize closing out the map. And yet, a squandered opportunity may be something they live to regret. Let's see how it plays out, how it shakes out, if you will. What falls out of the tree.
When it all falls down.
To get closer. If they are to lose this round of Eternal Fire, then you would imagine that would be even more difficult to recover from.
Up towards B. Is close by. Oh, they start spamming. They should have heard that they hit him. Still gets a kill out of it because the flashes were in there. They were turning away, but Axel locked in on these B-site entries. Another fantastic adjustment. Now Cloud9 have a great chance of getting this bomb down, and with a man advantage, I don't know if Eternal Fire can risk going for a 3-on-4 retake unless they find something, and they find nothing. Shiro wins the AWP fight.
They have to call it, surely. Still heading towards the site though, at least half of them.
I think Wacadia just wants to see if he can get an exit here. And so he does. But Axel's already pushed up over scaffold. I think he's just going to hold off. No need to push into the spawn. They're not going to push scaffold anyways.
Oh, he's only got a USP. Where's his gun? What's happening? He's only got a USP.
Yeah, where the fuck did thing's gun go?
Everyone needs a glass of water, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe. Something to calm down. And Axel, it's just been deadly. He's been ruthless.
Wow, that's such a nice shot too.
Spotting the AWP on the edge. Very aware that the AWP might be holding that angle. See Woxic there earlier as well. So now Eternal Fire only really have this hero M4. Looks like they may have collapsed here on their CT side. Not looking good right now for them on their map pick. Zantara has come up with the goods. Or is it a pistol player? He's going to step up. Tried to take that fight on mid, but not given to him. Oh, Axile caught off guard. that's something for
But they also are on pistol, so it's not like this round's meaning much. I feel like it is just gonna go straight into the 16 real quick.
Oh boy. There's no response. They've got one molly. The smokes are up. There's another smoke in the hands of Major and mid as well. Cloud9 are just holding in the 3 versus 5 as that clock heads towards 40 seconds. Now Major's gone towards being deployed his smoke over there. So that's something. But if they're going to leave this to the last second and try to plant a bomb in smokes against 5 people, then I do wonder. Oh. 25 seconds on the clock. This can only end in disaster for Cloud9. There's no way they win this. They can just swarm, they can just push all together, and yeah, they might get sprayed down, but maybe they won't. There's 10 seconds left. Oh, they've done it, they're halfway there. They're still alive, but they're not looking for Calix. Oh, perfecto!
That is so unfortunate.
I can barely talk, I'm just watching madness happen round after
That was just so unfortunate. That sucked.
Wow, I'm sure
good entry kill too with Major.
Saw it
Wow.
in that one. Oh, that's the angle below the smoke that spotted Shiro. But at least they had the 2 smokes left. They got that first entry. And the fake plant looked like the right shout there. Eternal Fire try and commit players through, but they get dealt
Effective with the 2K in that situation.
So
Perfect positioning.
Perfecto. And Eternal Fire would have hoped to coordinate a little better there, but Perfecto allowed to turn back. So it is Cloud9 up to map point. Chance to steal away Eternal Fire's pick, but they have lost the first duel in this one.
Major not ready for Electronics' position. That could be a huge mistake. They had the advantage, Eternal Fire. Now they're swarming the site. Perfecto here as well. Look at the numbers for Cloud9. Dantares and Mercadia racing towards the site. That will be courtesy of the transfer. 16 to
that's
11.
game.
Very difficult game across the board, I feel like. But it's Cloud9 who take it in the end.
Okay, well, that's map 1. As I already predicted, I feel like this is going to be a clean, quick 2-0 for this series. Eternal Fire seems like they'll be good in a later matchup, but I just think for now the problem is that Cloud9 is just a lot more dominant, and Eternal Fire has a level of inconsistency that would only be able to be rivaled against a team that's fumbling the bag, and I don't think Cloud9, for what they've done right now, are going to be fumbling the bag. That's why I think they are one of my favorites to take on the series. Plus, you know, OG Cloud9 fan, I love the CIS region, so it's like it's a perfect combination of the whole thing, you know. So Complexity 9, I'm taking 9-2-1. Probably 2-1. I think with the form that Complexity thinks that they're in, they're gonna get a map off, but I don't see them. I see them doing max like OT into a second map. I don't know what their series is gonna look like at all so far. Do we know the maps? Yeah, not confirmed yet, and I'm assuming where are these maps. Overpass, I'm taking Cloud9. And I'm assuming Cloud9 picked Overpass too. So the fact that this has got to be Eternal Fire's map to really fight for, because if not, Overpass is going to be just a quick sweep for them. I don't think Eternal Fire is ready for that. But let's see what their percentage is on Mirage. Matches, advanced stats on Overpass. Over 80% of the last 3 months in a 4-1 series were 16-2, 16-14, 16-6, 16-8, 16-10. But all of these teams except for Mouse, you could say 9 Pandas and Mouse are probably like your strongest teams. Yeah. 2-5, and this was a month ago. A month ago, they beat Mouse. Oh, they lost to Mouse. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Nines, or what was this, Nine Panda? Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I always was a big fan of the C's, but I just don't believe in that system. Only person I know is Oscar, and I mean, how the fuck old is this man now? He's like in his 40s, man. He's 32, bro. He looked so old when he was younger, bro. What the fuck? Yeah. So they haven't really been challenged, maybe with some of their scrims, but yeah, it's gonna be a KO, quick knockout for them. In terms of this series is probably gonna start in a little bit, so I'm gonna probably watch this on my time. This match I'll probably just keep up with in the background, but I'm gonna focus on the Complexity 9 because it's gonna be a lot more interesting. 9's a good online series team. Have had some good performances recently where they've shown to be competitors in this offline stage. I think with the previous tournament that went on, I don't remember which one that was. And Complexity, you know, they've had their quotes. I'm always a Halsberg fan. JT, not really. I'm kind of upset that they took out Fang, but I think the switch up might be good for them. Who knows? Let's see how it works. They've only been saying a lot of good things. Like, I'll say this. If you ask me which NA team I was most just excited and intrigued to watch, I would say EG, just because EG finally made a good decision. Not in Valorant, they did a fucking terrible decision with that, but by not spending so much money on all these fucking European players to go into a European circuit, but instead take a younger roster and try to build it from the ground up. You have Walco Jr., Hext, Walco Jr., Hext. I can't think of the other two. But that Walco Hex lineup, working, like, being together for so many years, like, let them grow together and build this experience together in this tier 1 circuit. I think it's a lot more intriguing. But obviously they're not really like they're an invite team. They already paid for a lot of the positions, so you know, it's not gonna be fun to see them lose out of their tournament, but it's gonna be nice to see them progress out of that tier 2 like mold that they right now are. But for me, we've hit the 3-hour and 3.5-hour mark. It's 3 p.m. so
I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game too. I'm gonna watch this on my ones. I'm gonna be back around 7 o'clock, 4 hours from now. I need to do some shit for the next 2 hours or so. I'll be back. I'm gonna enjoy my fucking time, and y'all motherfuckers better be back to watch some Valorant, maybe some CSGO. CS2 doesn't run well on my PC with the streaming because it's just gonna be too laggy. So probably just Valorant or CSGO. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Fuck money. Well, shit. Fuck bitches, get money, you know? That's, you know, get money. Get money. That's the mantra. Live your best fucking life. Aight, niggas.